Well, hey, hello, and welcome to Fistivities. Karyn Bryant here with you. KB. Welcome. Welcome to the holiday party. Let me see if my camera and my lighting is correct. How are you guys? Everybody, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the show. Let me just move this a little bit like that. Thank you for joining us. And this is going to be fun tonight. I've got my little holiday lights set up, so I'm going with a little bit of a mood lighting. Hopefully it looks okay. You guys will let me know, hopefully, if you do. Hi, how are you? What up, best Korean Jesus, or Jesus first? Yes, you were. What's up, Andrea Jalmeda? How's it going? What up, Tim? What's cracking, KB? What up, Tim? It's Tuesday. Jesus, saludos. Jesus, saludos. Hello, Randy Rabota. How are you? Oh, okay. Yes, Andy. Yes, we did meet. I see your message here, and I was thinking about that earlier today. I need to check into that. So thank you for the reminder. How are you? Good evening, Daedalus. How are you, blood clot? How's it going? Thank you, SS. Loving the lipstick. I went with a red for the holiday festive theme. Hello, Alba Mix. How are you? How's everybody going today? So I'm glad you guys are here. Wait, what have I just done? Sorry. It's funny. Every time I do this, I feel like, oh yeah, you got to not reinvent the wheel, but then I always remember, I'm like, oh wait, I forgot. I have this thing that I can do. And I forgot I can put this little music in the background as well. So, hi, welcome to the show. This is the holiday show, just kind of a holiday thing. So let me get the hit list out and I'll tell you what we're going to be doing today. And I'm getting to the point where I look at the screen all the time now. I might just have to leave the darn glasses on all the time. Whatever. I don't really want to, but it may be coming to that. Whatever. Okay. Right? It's just whatever it is, what it is. So here's the hit list. So we'll talk about UFC 282. A lot of people have a lot of feelings about what went down on Saturday. So we will talk about that. Get your opinions on that. Excuse me. We will also have Chidi's choice for this coming weekend, Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland. So technically, Chidi's record still stands at 13-3 because draw is not an option. So he didn't pick incorrectly, really. You know what I'm saying? I think we can agree on that, right? He had picked Blachowicz, but of course it was a draw. Okay, so then we're going to have our holiday must-haves. Hanato and I will go through sort of our list of, movies or favorite songs and things that for us feel like that's what kind of makes the holiday or experiences, that type of thing. We have, I want to know your guys' wish list. The pop culture wish list, kind of like, here's just like a little teaser of it, just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Oops. Sorry. Okay. I'm getting better at this though, believe it or not. Okay. So this, looking at this. So this kind of thing where you guys, I want to know, for example, what, I wish they would make this fight, or I wish this band was still together. I wish this actor didn't die. I wish, I wish whatever. So you guys are going to tell us some of your wish list items. We'll talk about some of our wish list items. I just think that could be kind of fun. But yeah, so then we will also, if you guys have holiday relationships, questions and stuff, we can get into that as well. Okay, like I said, it's like relearning the wheel, folks. I'm sorry about that. So we will get into that. Some people are, in a relationship and holiday time is kind of stressful for them or not. Some people are single, like myself. So that brings up a whole bunch of other issues for people. So if you've got any questions, Hanato and I are here to help you. And for real, and, for serious, I do know that this can be a hard time of year for a lot of people. So, we do like to come here and bring some levity and, to kind of entertain you guys. But I know that it can be a tough time of year. So if you are struggling and, are feeling really down, do try to reach out and talk to people, because people I think are willing, are there for you more than you might realize. So I think you should do that. Okay, so anyway, that is my public service announcement. Yeah, am I single by choice? No, SS, I'm not. I'm single by fact that I live in Los Angeles, and apparently I'm not what people are looking for here or whatever. Nothing. I don't use an app, so I guess that's why, because maybe every single person is on an app and nobody actually goes out and lives, but I don't want to get on an app, so I don't have any dates. But yay, Jimmy Rodriguez is finally getting to watch live. Hello, so we got a shout out to you for that. But yes, being happy, Andy, rather being single or in a relationship is a true blessing. Whatever, just, being happy is good. So that's all we wish for people, really. Get a pair of glasses. Best Korean Jesus saying, get a pair of glasses specifically for the show. Frameless glasses would make you look super analytical. Okay, yeah, that's true. I was going to go to the store the other day to get some new glasses, to look into some new glasses. Haven't had time because I have had these for a while and I have another pair. But I thought, well, am I just buying something to buy something? You know how we get in that mood. So I don't know. I like these. They do need to be buffed out or something. When you drop your glasses a lot, they get kind of scratchy, and no matter how many times you wipe them, they just never really seem to get clean. That's kind of where I am with this sometimes. So both my pairs are like that. And these are the ones that I kind of leave home even more. I don't travel with these for that reason, because I don't want them to get all trashed, but whatever. Tim saying I need to relocate to Portland. I have substantial success. Way too cold for me. Sorry. Portland is cool. It is a cool city. I like going there. I miss the fact that I used to get to go there and work on chail stuff. But Portland is just way too cold for me. So that's going to have to not happen. But thank you for the suggestion. But thank you for saying that I'm lovely, India. Thank you. So anyway, I don't know if you guys have done your Christmas shopping, started on that, any of that. I haven't really. I started a little bit. I kind of need to do more. I like buying things for people, but I don't, some people I'm not sure exactly what to get them. Some people, I guess it's kind of hard because you don't know if they need anything really or whatever. But I do like buying things for people. So, so we'll see. I should, oh gosh, well, wait, no, I just thought I saw somebody, but I guess it was just a little elf on a shelf type of thing. I guess apparently he's not really here yet. I thought he was. I mean, my goodness, Hanato, it's like he is like a scampy little elf, isn't he? He's here. He sprinkles a little fun and frivolity, and then he kind of disappears for a while. He's like a little sprite, a little elf, like a Santa little helper, just like a Brazilian. Yeah, I gotta look up the word for elf. He is, Tim, like an imp, or an incubus. Yes, he was. Oh, was he just over on IG? Okay, well, I think sometimes he goes over there and has kind of cocktails in a pre-party. I have a little bottle of champagne I was gonna have when he got here, because it's the Christmas party, the holiday party. I celebrate Christmas, but for those of you celebrating any and every other celebration, I hope you have a good one. I know there's a lot of different kinds of things, so I hope everybody just has a great time and gets to see their families and sees the people that they want to see. Jay Crockett turning into the Grinch Christmas shopping. I don't understand why. It should be a joy. But speaking of the Grinch, or is he a joy? I'm not sure, but ladies and gentlemen, he is a 27-time world jiu-jitsu champion, Mr. Hanato Laranja. Hi. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Turkey and some mistletoe. It's make the season bright. It's been said many times, many way. Merry Christmas.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm
Anywhere?
great.
Well, first of all, I want to see some Christmas cheer on you. The lighting setup on you here. I want to see that Creole skin tone here.
Is it too dark?
A little bit for my chest.
Okay, all right. I will turn it up. I wasn't sure.
I want you. I want you light, bright, and almost white. Oh, caralho! Look at.
Well,
God.
since I had the Christmas lighting on in the
Oh,
background.
there we go. There we go. Now
this
we
better?
cooking. Now we cooking.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
caralho. And also, let me see. Tilt it down to your thighs again.
No,
Yeah, caralho.
no. I just have a little white blouse on and a little red thing.
That's like
Hey.
a Mrs. Claus.
Exactly. Mrs. Claus, get my claws in you.
Oh God, I like that. Your claws is sinking into my back, into my scapula. Oh, huh. It's draw
Nice
blood.
Kimbo Claus sweater. I appreciate
Yeah, we gotta
that.
show
Love
his
that.
respect. We gotta show his respect to Kimbo Slicey, who could have been Santa Claus in another life.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, how have you been? How are you?
Listen, I'm alive. What is it? 10 chores up or 12 chores up, whatever. How many? we
Something
have?
like that. I was
Yeah.
waiting for you so I could pop my champagne.
Oh God, aren't you?
Yeah.
You wanted to loosen up for me.
Yeah, no, it's the holiday party. Sadly,
course
this
it's
is
the
the
holiday
only
party.
party I've been invited to. How sad is that?
Oh God, are you? I'm drinking from the Bohachenia fucking secret juice,
Oh, nice.
so I can be strong.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh no, you know what? I put lotion on my hand.
Oh God, are you? Let's see how you can do. Oh, you know how to. Well, you should be able to pop that. Let's see how
I'm not
how good you are.
Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Let's. Oh, God, are you?
I
Oh,
literally, I can't even believe.
oh. Merry Christmas indeed.
I literally had just put lotion on my hand, and so now it's hard for me to get like a grip on this.
Grip that one. Oh. Use some saliva. Provide some saliva.
This is hilarious.
God,
And then
you-
everything I have around here is sticky. I mean, it's not sticky. Oh my god.
How come in your blouse it looked like two fruit cakes is next to each other?
What?
Is trying to get out of there.
I cannot believe I can't open this. This is hilarious.
This is a Christmas miracle. Silent night.
This is sad. I need my beverage.
No. You're gonna have that one. You gotta work
I'm gonna have
at
to
it.
wait, I guess, until the lotion
No.
tastes in better.
You're gonna have to work on that one. Just bring a towel. No, you know what? I got an idea. Take off the
What?
white blouse and use that for the friction. How about put it between your thighs and see if it's not that help?
I'm gonna do it. Hey, so
Hmm.
Hanato.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Karyn Bryant.
This is
Somebody help her. Let's see if anybody can help in the comments.
I don't think they can. I just have to if so I'd have to get up, and I know a rubber glove, exactly.
Yeah, use the rubber glove. Mystic Black have the height.
I know, but that means I gotta get up.
Yeah, but okay, get up then. About face.
No. I'll get it.
Sheesh. You're getting it all right.
I can't believe this is
You got some fresh baked gingerbread in there.
this is hilarious. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Look at the Karyn Bryant.
This is too
She having
funny.
the cherry lipstick on. Caralho, guys, what do you think over here?
It's
Laranjinos. What? Oh shit! Hold on. Uh-oh. Fuck.
Uh-oh. I literally cannot open this.
You keep trying.
I can't.
Ah, fuck.
What?
Hold on. No, my stupid. The thing for the stand. Oh,
That
okay,
was,
very
oh
good.
no, this is the Christmas party. It's already gone off the rails. Okay, well,
Fuck. Hold on. Wait, how you do that? Oh, fuck. What's going on here now?
it's already gone off the rails.
That's okay. Everybody understand that.
I just
Like,
spilled. I didn't realize that putting the straw in there was going to make that spill. So anyway, folks. um,
oh, fuck.
so anyway, yes. So we are on our way. Okay. So Hanato,
Yeah.
we may as well get into this first because I am very curious. And I know it's one of those things that everybody's kind of like blah now, but we got to talk about the fight. I'm curious what people think. They have feelings about what happened on Saturday.
Well,
the fight ended in a draw. I have the scorecard too, if we want to look at that. But
funny thing is, I don't think anybody cares about that anywhere near as much as they care about
Patty.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
They're hilly up in the up whore over that one.
Well, I will say this, that it is a bummer the way that Anthony found out that he lost his fight on the air.
Who?
So Anthony was supposed to fight Jamal in March. But now Jamal is going to fight for the title. So now Anthony doesn't have a fight, and there's kind of like nobody left for him. So that sucks.
Well, this is at the end of the day, this is the entertainment business. And the entertainment business is a fucking bitch. And it have no love for you. It's like lifey. It's fucking unfair. There's no fairness to it. So as much as I think it sucks, I think Anthony is a big boy, and he understand that Sanch don't always come to the light-skinned kids' Christmas party. And that's the way the fucking cookie crumble.
Sometimes. All right, I got something in my eye. It is true. That is life, and that's the fight business too. That's, that is what it is.
It's the hurt business, but it's also hurt you feelings sometimes.
I know.
I think you look nice with cherry head lipstick or whatever.
Oh, you do? You like that?
Okay. Yeah. And then also the glasses and stuff is not nice touch, like the whole setup over there.
Okay, cool.
And then the tasteful gingerbreads. No, this part he remind me of because of your skin tone. You remember the commercial back in the day? It was for Home Pride wheat bread. And they showed that each loaf of Home Pride, they cut that, and then what happened? They drizzled the butter. Oh, God on you. You remember Home Pride wheat?
I do.
Oh, they put the butter right on the wheat.
I do. I remember that.
No.
Tim is saying light-skinned heart is the real champion due to the illegal John Jones strike in their fight. Yeah,
true, but
it's true.
Listen,
he could have had a DQ win.
And you know what? He'll go down in history. I always say, when it's all said and done, those are the type of things that people are gonna remember.
Yeah.
Is that what kind of fucking person were you? That's why I was so impressed with. Nobody was asking him to do this, but for Jiri Prohaska, whatever. Mm-hmm. What a stand up, what a like true warrior spirit, like, no, I'll earn it again. I mean, look, nobody does that, and there's something about that, like that's worth more than a fucking championship. They go, this guy did that. Wow, what a interesting dude,
Yeah.
So light-skinned heart, no matter if he ever win a title, whatever, he will always go down as a certain kind of person, How many times have certain people won championships and then don't have them no more, and then, but their character is not there, and when it all shakes out, nobody care how many championship, how many money you have. It's what kind of person you was. I know I'm not trying to sound like a corny, like a Christmas carol, but it's kind of true.
Right.
Nobody's gonna remember how much money I gave to my kids or didn't give to them or didn't
Well, that's
fucking remember their birthday or whatever is that one.
they probably will remember that though. Well, no,
Well,
but yes, 100%. Anthony is a certain kind of guy, a certain kind of fighter
mhm,
that people know and people respect. I mean, the guy's a veteran of how many fights? I mean, you know,
true.
it's
Wait,
incredible.
when your uncle Hanach passed away, yeah, okay,
SS
fine.
saying Karen looks gorgeous in that lipstick and top. Well, thank you.
God, oh, you're worth five
Appreciate
dollars as far as I'm concerned. Um,
it.
when your uncle Hanach passed away, you're gonna remember him for his looks. They're gonna be like, remember the look of that guy? He was look attractive, and I'll never
Yeah.
forget that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes. And Respirgu, thank you for the donation and Merry Christmas to you as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Bah humbug to you too,
Respirgu,
Hespiro. Go fuck yourself.
Hespergu,
Yeah,
Respirgu,
Husper
Manila.
Goo, go, Mr. Magoo. Got the fuck.
Stop it.
Well,
You're terrible. You're terrible. Okay then. Okay then. Okay then.
what am I, chop
Since
herring? Give to me
since you
$5. Give to me a happy Merry Kwanzaa or
since you
whatever.
said, here we go then.
Oh, God,
So go ahead. I mean, Jared's mad talking about trying to get a rematch and run it back in London now, and
listen,
people are
listen.
saying it was a
So
gift for Patty.
here's what I think about this one. I'm a Patty Pimblett fan. Okay, I'm
Yep.
also a Flash Gordon fan. I like the guy. I like his story, all that stuff. Now, I'm gonna be honest. If I'm honest, I was I had Gordon winning.
Mhm.
Okay. However, in no universe was it some kind of wipeout that I thought it was secure for him. You know what I mean? Like, yeah,
So
I
is two
thought
to
he,
one though?
yeah, I would say it was maybe like more of that. You know what I mean? Shoot, whatever. But you know what the thing is like nobody. It was no kind of wipeout. These kind of fights is subject to interpretation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And although I had it, like everybody was getting on Dana White for saying that, look, um, Flash Gordon took the second hound and or the third hound and kind
Mhm.
of took his foot off the gas or whatever, tried to just
Right.
kind of like put him against the
Coast.
cage and stuff. Now I can see how people was upset about that. I see how it looks like they're favoring Patty Pimblett. Who knows? Maybe that's the case. I don't fucking know. I'm not in the behind the
Right.
scenes. But I will say that he do have a point. Knowing that, I mean, for Christ's sake, I just saw what was the fight recently where was it this last fight where one of the judge had it, one of the recent main events, one of the judge had it like
What the
5 rounds.
Sabatello or something, right? Was it that one? Because I know that there was some bad judging in that where like it's two people see it one way and then somebody else sees it completely
Yeah,
opposite.
I want to
But I'm
say
not sure.
maybe it was that one where they had Sabacello on the it was like a split decision and the
Mhm.
one that he won, it was like 5 rounds
He
to
swept.
nothing.
Yeah, right.
That's impossible. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you see shit like that, you think to yourself, okay, so knowing it wasn't like Flash Gordon knocked him fucking almost had him finished, had him hawked and fucked up
Mhm.
and was beating the shit out of him, and it's a clear win. Now, there's ways that by my criteria, it looked like he was probably gonna get the nod, but barely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
right.
but in no
Yeah,
way was it like I cannot fucking wait. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I mean, yeah. If I'm Flash Gordon, I'm pissed off, and yeah, I thought he should have won. But you
mm.
never, don't ever be surprised by these fucking decisions. You know?
Yeah, no, you can't be surprised. I'm curious. I want to get people's opinions.
Yeah. Let's
Uh,
hear about it.
yeah, I'm people people saying Patty robbed him. I don't know, but also just want to acknowledge this donation. SS, thank you. Thank you. You're very sweet. And then also we have another donation. Thank you from Jimmy Rodriguez, $25. Hanato, I can take you to lunch for
Oh,
falafels.
caralho.
Let's
For
go.
falaf. Oh, caralho.
Yeah.
So that's a
So
good
awesome.
point. Thank you very much, my brother. No, I gotta acknowledge that. Is that the highest one ever?
Yeah, I think so. And here's a donation from Tim as well. But yes, I think from
Oh, Jim,
Rodriguez.
how you doing?
Yeah,
Clean
Jimmy, I
Dave.
think that is our biggest one so far. But Tim saying, Hanach, can you confirm that you're in fact the Black Santa who comes down the chimney and steals your wife and your stash of
Cl-
natural medicines?
Close. I'm like a light skin Sanch, but unlike white Sanch or black Sanch, I become more than once a year. God, um, but
Anyway, we digress.
somebody said
Yeah, with everybody
if
thinks.
what's his name, if Jared didn't do enough in the
Hmm.
last round, what did Patty Pimblett do? And that's a great question. I mean, that's a good question too. I'm
Right.
my point is, if these hounds, if what you trying to, if holding someone up against the cage is your criteria for beating someone in a fight,
Right.
some judges is not going to consider that anything.
Right.
Just like in the situation, I mean, it wasn't. And again, I'm playing devil advocates here. I'm
Hmm.
not saying that I had Jared winning the fight. So
Hmm.
you're not, this isn't about me. I'm
Right.
saying the judges, and I'm not saying they're great. I'm saying knowing that they fucking suck most of the time, if you in a situation where okay, these people fucking suck and they don't know what they're looking at, or they might be seeing something from the angle they're sitting at,
Right.
whatever the fuck, or getting influenced by the crowd, whatever the fuck it may be. I have to do stuff in this hound. I have to cause damage that makes it undeniable that I won.
Undeniable. Yes.
And it's another thing. Okay, so perfect example. The fight. There's a famous fight where back in the 80s at one point, Marvin Hagler was like one of the most feared men in boxing.
Hmm.
Marvin Hagler, marvelous Marvin Hagler, was a fucking killer.
Hmm.
Okay, he would kill you. Um, and then there was the super fight between him and Sugar Ray Leonard.
Hmm.
Now, just the size and the style of Sugar Ray Leonard, people thought he was gonna get killed in there.
Right.
Everybody thought, no fucking chance. There's no way Marvin Hagler's gonna steamroll this guy.
Right.
Now, Sugar Ray Leonard, knowing that there's a certain way that judges fucking behave, and he got down to the science of how people judge,
Hmm.
and they came up with a plan. In the last, I think it was the last 25 seconds,
Right.
I want you to throw just flurries at the guy.
Right.
Shoe shining in the corner.
Yep.
Just
Everything.
throw. And all the people he remember is the fucking ending of the hound,
Totally. Steal
and
around.
all they see is, wow, this guy's all over him. Every
Yep.
fucking hound, and his corner gave him a
Yep.
signal every fucking time,
It's
and it's
so
like,
smart.
that's an example of using you. Till we blew in the face, we could say, hey, these half suck. Okay, so how about this? Till that happens, why don't we say, okay, we know how these fucking people operate,
Yeah.
so let's use that. Let's
Some
use the
fighters
research.
do. Yeah,
Yeah,
some fighters do. And you can see some fighters will shoot for that takedown to steal the round or, yeah, make a
yeah,
big finish and all that. And then make a big show of it as they're walking in the corner and, try to leave a real positive winning impression in that
yeah,
last 30 seconds. And, I agree 100%. It does work.
yeah. And does it
It
suck?
definitely does.
And does it suck that it's that way? Yes. But also, how about this?
Well, AA though is saying if Flash
I
were to
know,
do
I already
enough,
said that.
then when oh sorry. But then yeah, but then
I,
also
I, I, I answered his question.
yeah. Sorry. Yeah, no. There was another one that I was looking at. Sorry. Oh yeah, saying the 808 saying VW saying that they think that the crowd cheering
Of course.
affected the judges as well too.
Of
And yeah,
course it
that kind of
does.
thing.
Of
Yep.
course it does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's always going to
Daedalus
be the
is saying
case.
Gordon definitely won.
Yeah, I thought he won too, okay? And I thought, I felt bad for Gordon, but at the same time, listen, just based on the history of how these fucking things go, this is not the worst decision I ever seen. I seen worse. You know,
Mhm.
I'm not that surprised. You know, so the way these have. Sometimes you're gonna be on the losing end of one of these crummy
Mhm.
decision, and sometimes you're gonna be on the winning end of one of the crummy decision.
Well, one thing I do want to say though, first and foremost, with $30 donation, thank you so much, SS, saying I
Oh,
love
who
that
be
top, Karen.
listen,
It's
be still
new.
my
This is my
heart.
first time wearing it. I
Oh,
busted it out for the
caralho.
holiday party, and I'm glad I did.
Well, it's nice that the SS, you got a lot of SS fans out there.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So,
I'm not
so
I'm surprised too because they don't usually go for the Creole
the
chick,
SS
but
usually doesn't. They usually go for the
yeah,
blonde, more like in
yeah,
girls.
but
Okay,
that's saying something.
the one thing that was a little awkward though was um in the octagon after when he was trying to joke with Joe about like getting paid in the little speech. It was just kind of like
It wasn't doing him any favors. He and also
no.
going and also coming out and saying that he thought he won every round, not doing
Yeah,
himself any favors. But you know
right,
what?
right. I like Patty though, so I'm,
I still like the guy. I
me
listen.
too.
There's something. I like the
It's
guy,
entertaining.
but I see how people hate the guy. I don't
For
blame you.
sure.
If you hate him, I don't blame you.
I agree. I
It's
agree.
like
It's just
it's polarizing. You know. It's like
I
a
get it.
uh. But I appreciate someone who have the balls to just do what they want to do
Do what they want
and
to do.
not care. You know.
For sure, for sure. And look at, I've interviewed him now a few times, and he's great. He and Molly, I love them, and they are, when we're just with them, they're just normal people. They're not, it's not like he's pretending that he's some great big deal. He's just standing there at the desk with us, just being a regular dude, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he does a lot for mental health and trying to
No,
help
I know.
kids
I
back in
like that
Liverpool. Like,
stuff.
I mean, there's a lot that he does outside of fighting that I think
Yeah.
is really positive. So has he
Yeah.
had a couple of missteps? Sure. He's still young. He's still really green, and
Well,
I think part of it is that people make the comparison already to the whole, they jump him to the sort of Connor level on everything already. And he's just, it's
they
at
were
such a
doing
different
that.
level.
They were doing that before he even was in the UFC. Like I remember seeing clips of this guy on YouTube, and there
Right.
was like,
Right.
calling him that.
The next
The
Connor.
one thing I can say about this is, look, if you hate him, that's fine. I hate a lot of people too for no good reason. Like
Right.
in another, this I could hate the guy. Like I don't know why he don't hug me the wrong way because some people do.
Yeah.
For some reason he don't. Some people do. I don't know why. It's
Right.
just maybe the look. We have our own biases. Who knows why we
Right.
have this?
Right. Right.
There's certain people. I watch Jeopardy. We've talked about this. I
Hmm.
DVH that one. Sometimes there'll be a guy who's on a winning streak, and I just
Hmm.
don't like the looks of the fucking guy. I want him to
Right.
lose. Like, and then he win, and I go fuck. And the guy didn't do nothing. I just hate
No,
the look
but
of the
that's
fucking
true.
guy.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you just hate
yeah.
someone's face. And
And
some
I'm
people have a
sure.
punchable face, and some people you just can't
Yeah.
help it.
Some people hate you fucking Uncle Hanachi. And you know what? I can't
Is
argue
that
with
why the
them.
show doesn't do better?
Well, no, the show is oh god, yeah,
It's not for people love me.
you got a lot of nerve, I tell you. But I'll tell you what, some people, the more people love you, Uncle Hanachi, but every once in a while, somebody just
Yeah.
go, oh, I can't stand that fucking guy.
Yeah,
And how can you like the? Oh god, I can't argue with you. Some people like a Brussels sprout, and some
right.
people don't like a Brussels sprout.
Yeah.
What the fuck you gonna do?
What am I going to do about it? Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. Different strokes for different folks. People are saying the VT saying the thing is the UFC pushes him so hard and he'll likely never be top 15, at least not right now. It's the favoritism that people don't like with Patty.
But do you guys understand? But do you guys understand that this is a business?
Yeah.
Do you guys understand that
Yeah.
this isn't a democracy or something? You know what I mean? This is a business, capitalism or whatever. You
Well,
know
and
what I
that's
mean?
the whole thing here for Best Korean Jesus saying it's always weird when some fighters get an exclusive hangout with Dana White before a fight. I mean, Patty is special. Patty is different. It is just the way it is.
Because he's a money maker. That's
He is a
why.
moneymaker. Right. And
He's a
Elmo
fucking
said
money
before you
maker.
wanted to see him win, but now you want to see him lose. I
That's
mean,
fine.
That's fine, and that's on you. But that's the whole thing, is he puts butts in seats. And even if he's polarizing, the more so if he's polarizing. So, hey,
Yeah.
Dana's going to feed into that, because you just said it. It's the entertainment business. It's show business.
Well, the old chestnut, as many people come to see,
And
if they
yes,
come to
Jimmy,
see you
thank
lose,
you
oh,
for the $25. Let's do this, people. You are
I
doing
like
it, Jimmy
that.
Rodriguez. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Jimmy.
so much.
You end
Oh, and
up
we got a
giving.
super sticker from Hesperagu. Thank you
What's a
for
super sticker? I don't understand that one.
it means I think it means your comment stays at the top, right? Something like that.
I'm not
Something
sure.
like that. Yeah. Well, so listen, I don't know what would be next for him. But I do want to ask you about what our feelings are, because I know this one was kind of tough, because you are also a big fan of Darren, and
Oh,
this is a likable guy. Is
I
nothing
never
wrong
met
with
the guy.
Demetrius.
I never met the guy.
Nice guy.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. But the thing is about this one. Look, the way it started to pan out, I was getting very frustrated being a friend of Darren Till and a fan of Darren Till and knowing what he's capable of.
Yeah.
Now, this was bittersweet at the end because I was very fucking distraught with the way this fucking thing ended. And I thought to myself, what did he just implode? What the fuck happened, But then it's one of these weird things because I found out that he tore his ACL during the fight. And I thought to myself, oh, thank God, which you don't want him to have a torn ACL.
No.
But I have a reason for why he just all of a sudden looked like shit. You know what I mean? So that at least wasn't like, oh, he's spent. He needs to. He tried. It was like, oh, now I can see what the fuck happened here. You know what I mean? So I can't judge his performance. I still have some hope for the fucking guy.
It's just sad because the guy, if he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. And
it's true. But sometimes you make your bad luck. I don't know. Look,
he said,
yeah. No, I've been hooting for him. I've had conversations with him private about certain aspects and about personal life and like, hey, my brother, let's
real stuff.
Let's get on the focus, and he is one of those guys who have unlimited potential and talent, but can get in his own way, and we know a lot of people like that. I mean, there's a lot of people in history. I mean, Mike Tyson, certain people just fucking get in their own way, and it's a lot of Chinese stuff from their past, from it can be in the DNA, it can be in the fucking childhood stuff, PTSD from stuff, and you're not mentally, you're mentally, you got barriers and shit that's holding you back and distracting you or whatever. And clearly there's stuff's going on in his personal life because his fucking big piece of his girlfriend or his wifey or whatever, he's fucking covering that one and turning it into a gahela. You saw that?
I didn't, but I did hear, what did he say? He only saw his baby once?
Well, God, are you? I like that. Wait, he's onto something. Say it again.
I thought I read that he had only seen his newborn baby once since birth.
I might, I got to check some responsibility for this because I might have thrown that in there.
Funny.
No, I don't think it's funny. I think he's being practical.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what he's going through. I agree with you that he seems to maybe get in his own way. I think he's admitted to that in the past.
Yeah.
I think he said this time now, perhaps maybe he's overtraining, something is wrong. He said, because, I'm in the gym with these guys and with the best in the world, and I'm holding my own, I'm crushing it, I'm killing it. And then when it gets to showtime, I just can't deliver. So, there's something.
Oh, he said that? He said that?
Cognitively going on, something, whatever, that, you never know. But hopefully he gets it worked out because he's a likable guy.
I hope so too. Yeah. I'm a fan, and I want good stuff for this kid. He's had a even though he looked kind of like he don't look like it, but he's had a tough life. This fucking kid, you know what I mean? It's like he grew up in the equivalent of like Dorchester or Hawkesbury or something.
I know.
That stuff is some of that. People don't realize, but sometimes you grow up in those circumstances, almost like it's almost like being from like a war torn situation or whatever,
Yep.
and you get it. It don't mean that you can't succeed or whatever, but sometimes if you don't deal with it or learn how to get past some of that stuff, it can be like a it can affect you it can affect your brain, your emotions, and
Mhm.
your life,
Well,
negatively,
some people don't process success well. Some people don't process failure well. You know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of things going on. And then meanwhile, while you're trying to figure all that out about yourself, oh yeah, by the way, you're in there with the best fighters in the world because he
Yeah,
only ever gets hard fights. So at this point,
yeah.
Drikas, I forgot the stat here. He's on the list of longest active win streaks in the middleweight division. And Drikas is like secretly, not secretly, but quietly. Yeah, here we go. Longest active UFC win streaks in middleweight. It's 5 for Andre Muniz, then 4 for Pereira, 4 for Drikas, 4 for Dolidze, and 4 for Petrosky. So
Well,
he's
if you're
quietly
so
like
yeah, if
becoming
you're so in love with Drikis or whatever, why don't you just bring him on the fucking show already?
Drikas.
And we can do a
Would there be a
Drikis.
big time difference? Drikas.
I don't give a shit.
No,
He have
you're
time to
not
go
in
to the
love with
UFC.
Drikas. I'm
He
not
have a
in love
time
with
to go
Drikas.
to the UFC. But he
I'm
don't have
not.
time for you, Uncle Henach and
Right.
KB.
Yeah, I don't. No, I'm not. I'm not in love with Drikas.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm really not.
You wanna hop down his muscles with your icy hatch.
I just really like saying that name. There's something about the
You know what it sound like to
it's just
me? You
it's
ever see
fun to
that?
say.
You ever see that movie, a science fiction movie, like Dennis Quaid and like Louis Gossett Jr. playing Alien? It's called
Yes,
Enemy Mine.
enemy mine. Yes.
Wasn't like the kid that or like he have. I think his name was like Drikis or something. Drikis. And then the kid name was Zamis, porra. Zamis.
Oh, I don't remember that movie well enough, but
Yeah, and Louis
um,
Gossett, even though he's a male character, in his case, an alien, that he
oh,
can get
didn't he have
pregnant.
his own movie?
He get pregnant, yeah, and
I
then he
do
have his
remember that.
Zamis. He have his
I do.
Zamis, porra.
I do remember that.
What kind of
Okay.
fucking movie? I used to love that
Okay.
when I was a kid. Yeah, anyway.
Did you really? Okay.
I did. I
Okay.
thought
So
it was a great. It was a tale of two men from the different side of the tracks. But
I remember. We'll hear from Rafael L. Donation. Am I the only one who thinks Jamal Hill would whoop John Jones?
listen,
I don't know. It's hard to even remember what John Jones is like at
true.
this point. Like
Listen,
I don't know.
let's. I wouldn't put it past him to do that, but I also wouldn't say like, oh yeah, he's gonna fuck him up. You know what I mean? I wouldn't like
I feel like John has
guarantee that.
a more diverse striking arsenal than Jamal, but Jamal is sneakily effective. Like Jamal's arms are so long and all this stuff. Like you see the punches coming and they still land. Like there's
Listen,
something about his boxing
yeah.
that just is so effective.
If Jamal, let's put it to you this way: if Jamal beat him, I wouldn't be like, I can't fucking believe it. But I wouldn't go expecting him to win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because John also has the wrestling. John also has,
that's where I
know,
think João Jones is exceptional at that. And he's
right.
elusive. He's elusive. He's very difficult to
Well,
fuck with.
who knows what he is, though? It'll be interesting to see when he comes
True.
back. It'll be kind of great. Can't wait if and when that day comes. Tim Klingbeil asking, when is the Hermes Franca episode? You're going to have to still hold your breath on that one, I think.
The heart. I mean, how many people aside from him and us know who the fuck is Hermes Franca?
I mean, okay, so here,
I hung out with that guy one time at like
really?
he was in a group of people. I can't even remember who knew him, but it was like a bunch of us went to the Playboy Club. This is years ago, and I remember being like, "Look, like what? Hermes Franca is just in the mix." Or what? I was like, "Okay."
Right. Hey, what did you think of this? Because a lot of people, Bryce was great and doing great, but Ilya must be the
Listen, I have to say, I did not see that coming. Ilya is better than I thought, for sure. I mean, yeah. What was the last time you saw somebody
They're not
do
going to
that?
let him fight Patty.
Fuck no. I mean, like, no. When was the last time you saw? I mean,
this guy's a couple fights from a title shot, if not even one fight.
Yeah, like Bryce, like dominated fucking Barbosa.
Exactly. So yeah, no, Ilya's the real deal.
Yeah, God, I mean,
Oof.
oof. Did you see that thing where Ilya said
Oof.
before the fight? He said, "I'm gonna I'm gonna
He,
flatten his head
I was, yeah,
like he think the Earth is."
Earth's flat. Wait till yeah. And I
Yeah.
saw something about like some meme, and it was I mean memes or whatever. I know people are can be very cruel, but damn it, they can be so funny. But this one, it was like Bryce sitting there, and it said something about like the moment Bryce found out gravity was real, or something when he was like sitting on
Oh,
his ass, or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's
it's
harsh.
tough. Listen, it don't
But
matter
hey,
who.
he gives it out
Yeah.
too. If
Yeah.
he's gonna have to take it because he dishes it out all the time.
Yeah.
I think he
Look,
can
look.
handle a meme.
He's been on the nice end of those more
Yeah, he
time
can
than
handle
not.
he can handle a couple of memes.
Yeah.
Um,
And if you're gonna
but
go public with you cockamamie sciences and stuff like that, and
exactly. Well, mixed
then you
martial arts
gotta
artist
be,
saying that I wanted to be a Bryce fan so bad, but dude, flat Earth. I mean, a lot of people draw the line there.
flat Earth is a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. Trust me, I've been around that for many
Oh, it's
years.
just just show me the edge, though. Is all I'm saying. If it's true, just show us where the edge is. That's why. Like, I just don't understand. Where's the proof? Like, I just show it. How just show us the edge of the earth, and I'll believe you.
I'm not gonna even get into this because it's gonna he kindle some frustration. I'm just
Sorry.
gonna. No, it's not your fault. I
No,
just.
VT saying they'd like to see Ilya versus Ortega or Max. Ilya, yeah, those would be good fights.
Huh,
Good fights. Good
sure.
fights. Yeah, T City, Dean D also backing up that, saying T City.
Yeah, I like
Um,
that. I mean, Carayo though, that's a little quick though. You know,
it's
I
a
mean,
it is, but
how long have you been in there? You know.
a couple few fights. I think I worked Ilya's first fight was on Fight Island, I think, and then he fought in London. Then he was over, and that might have been what his fifth or sixth, fifth at
Yeah,
least, maybe probably fifth. He's good, and I think he won them all. Like so.
he's very good.
Shiger Tark, Arnold Allen versus Tapura. Now that's pretty good.
He's not headed
No,
for Arnold Allen yet.
I mean,
He's not headed for Arnold Allen. No,
I don't know.
no.
I don't, I don't know.
Arnold Allen's gonna hurt that guy.
He is good. Did you did you see his post on Instagram the other day? Arnold Allen.
Oh, Arnold?
He said he went for a haircut, and he said, how did he phrase it? He said, I was going for such and such, but I think it came out more simple, Jack.
Oh, it's yeah. He definitely have that kind of look.
And it was like, oh God, are we allowed to laugh at that? But like it was
Of course,
funny
you're
when he
allowed to
said,
laugh at that. It's
of
it's
course
a
we are.
character. Yeah,
He said, oh, I think
simple
it's definitely a
Jack.
little more simple, Jack. What a
Oh,
reference.
simple Jack.
What a reference. God damn, Tropic of Thunder is such a good movie. Oh my God.
It's a perfect
Oh my
movie.
God.
It's
Like
flawless. It's a
we're gonna get to some
masterpiece.
holiday movie stuff in a minute here. I just wanted to wrap up Hanach. We just need to I had to save the best one for last. The best for last. Making up a
Mm.
song now.
I was about to say
Because
who fucking did that one? People
that's
Bryson.
me. That's me. And you know who also did it? Last week's guest,
Wow.
Santiago Ponzinibbio.
Now
Our
this
guest
was.
last week turned it up. He turned
Listen,
it
I
up.
tell you what,
Uh,
he needed to
uh.
turn it up. That was not going his way. He needed that one.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
was so
Well,
fucking frustrated, and there was so many time in there where I was worried for him because he Morano was throwing some stuffs at him
yeah.
that was like barely missing some because he throws shit. This fucking guy looks skinny fat or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he,
Well, it was a short notice too, so you got to
no,
give
I
him.
understand, but the way he fight is like he does shit sometime out of nowhere where it looked like he shouldn't be able to do stuff the way he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
And
Like
fuck,
heavy hands.
I was,
Yeah.
and that too deceptively, but that he turned him into Stallone immediately. You saw that? It
Yeah.
looked like he had a stroke. I mean, look, I like him. No, I'm saying he was like this, and then he hit him with that height, and he went.
Yeah.
Hey, he went, hey, you're an older guy. You hit hard for an older guy. You know what I mean? Like you knew it was at the beginning of the end when he made him go like
Yeah.
that. Like his face was stuck like that, and I was like, oh God, are you?
Well, listen, last week he was our guest. For those who didn't really kind of pick up on that, Santiago was our guest last week, and he was
Yeah,
training and came to us on the show right from training, and he was fired
yeah,
up, talking about how he always throws down and scraps, and how we
true.
were talking about his reputation for being that guy that always goes to war, and he just proved it
He
again.
does. Yeah, and look, let's not take anything away from Morano
Dude, Morano's
because
good.
I very much like this fucking guy, and the only reason
100%.
why I was rooting against him was because we had Santiago on here, and I am a fan of Morano, but I never met him, I never talked to him,
Yeah.
we don't follow each other, so I had to go for Santiago. You know what I mean? But I don't want it to seem like I don't like the guy because I am actually a fan of Alex. He's a tough customer.
I
And
agree.
I think he got a lot of skills.
I agree. Look, at Santiago's my coworker, so I see
Yeah,
him at the office. That's my homie, so of course I'm rooting
yeah,
for him.
yeah.
But agreed. I don't have anything against Alex Moreno, and I mean, look, that takes nothing away from him. That does nothing to hurt his stock. Do you know what I mean? Like, because he was winning, so you know, it's all good. It's all good. Okay, so anybody, just to kind of wrap that up before we move on, because it is a holiday episode and we were going to get to some other things. Oh, I know, because I wanted just real quickly, we would just do Chidi's choice for this weekend and then move on to the holiday stuff. So I think we're
Can
good
you
with
give me can you give me just one click more light?
okay.
I just feel like you need more light. I want to see. Oh God, and that's not why.
Okay.
What is? Yeah. You was lurking onto the shadow. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
The
can pull it
shadow man.
closer.
What evil lurk in the heart of man?
Oh, a lot.
The shadow
I
knows.
think a lot. Hey, okay. So so I was explaining to people before as well that Chidi, his record still stands at 13-3 because it was a draw. So he wasn't wrong. Right.
True,
So
true. So it was
uh,
like a push.
it's a push. Exactly.
Yeah, I was shocked.
Exactly.
I was like, oh, Chidi lost this one. And then when they did the results, I went, he did you fucking Chidi. You did it again.
Dude,
Your magic is still alive. Yeah.
he's still rolling. Chidi is killing it. He's killing it. So here's Chidi's
You know
choice.
what's funny? I almost
What?
bet with Chidi, but
Really? Yeah, well.
I got pressed for chime, and
Yeah.
I didn't get to it, and then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm glad I didn't, but
Yeah.
he still didn't lost
Well, you
technically.
wouldn't have lost money. All right. Well,
You
here
know
we
what
go.
fucking
Here's
sucks? When a hanger, this thing been in on a hanger so long that the hanger is giving it, so it looked like I'm wearing like a shoulder pads or something like that,
totally.
or it looked like somebody just huffed me up and was like, listen.
Listen.
Like
Yes.
the bad guy from fucking Christmas Story.
Yes. We'll
Like
get to Christmas story.
when I say come, you better come. Okay.
We're going to get to Christmas story in a moment. Okay. Here's Chidi's choice for Cannoneer versus Strickland. Here we go. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Chidi's
Cannoneer
Choice. Today,
Strickland.
the Fistivities Bearded Dragon mascot
That's
will
this
be
weekend.
choosing between Sean Strickland
Oh.
and Jared Cannoneer in the Fight Night main event. Chidi is a bearded dragon. Look we gave him an appetizer. He's already had a little bit of a snack. He loves his arugula. What we do here is we take the names, we ball them up, drop them down.
Oh.
One there. We put Chidi down and he makes his choice. All right.
Ooh, I like how it went. Dong, while he took a bite.
Chidi says that Jared Cannoneer will be getting the win.
Yeah.
Chidi has chosen.
I think that's a good bet. I mean, that's what I would have gone with too. So he's just confirming that.
Like Sean is good and effective, but I feel like Jared has had a better, he's more experienced.
And he's just fucking strong.
Yeah.
And when he gets you, he hits you fucking hard, Joe.
Yeah.
Not to say that Strickland's not a bad man or whatever. It's just I don't see him. I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
VT
so
says
too.
Chidi's right. We've got yeah, Dean D saying kill a gorilla. Uh Pajman saying Cannonier's gonna rip his head off.
I mean, not to
Yeah.
say, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I'm not to say that Strickland is. Listen, whether you like him or
Complete
not,
confidence. I
and I
agree. Oh
know he
no, listen,
got,
he's good.
I know he got wiped out by fucking Pereira, but or Pereira.
He's the champ though.
But like I don't want to just make it like he's a pushover or something. Whether you like him or not, I know he got a big mouth and stuff, but he's a gamer. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna
Oh
say
hell yeah.
he's just there to get beat up. But I would give Cannonier the edge.
Oh, Stobbs is saying that they love when I adjust the light.
Yeah, they want to see some more of that stuff.
You're welcome. You're welcome. But I agree that Sean is a very tough customer. I think it's just, some of the things that he has said outside of the octagon have rubbed people the wrong way.
Yeah,
And that has taken away some of his support,
yeah.
potential
And
support.
he's the
But he's
thing.
a hell of a fighter.
Some of the shit he says hubs me the wrong way, but
Yeah.
that don't all of a sudden make him not a good fighter.
Right.
I'm not gonna pretend. I'm not gonna pretend he's not a good fighter.
Horses.
You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah,
Well, at any
sure.
rate,
I mean, listen,
that's
Kobe Covington. I can't stand the 99% of the shit he says. He's a great fighter. What am I gonna say? The guy is tough. The guy is talented. He's skilled.
where is he
I
though?
don't have to like the guy.
Yeah, 808 V-Dub saying Strickland ain't no punk. That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta give. It's funny in this sport. Either you winning or you're a fucking bum. There's no in between.
I
You
know,
know
I
what I
know, I
mean?
know, I know.
Either you're the baddest motherfucker on earth, or this guy's a bum. Pooey. You
This
know what I
guy's a
mean? It's like,
POS.
I
Yeah,
mean, can we have a little something in the middle there?
I know.
What you
I
got
know.
back there?
I was just looking. I guess the Garland is hiding. I guess there's lights around there too. I guess just the
Who
Garland,
the fuck is Garland?
the leafy thing that's going around it. Whatever.
Oh, it sounds like a
Um,
black guy's name. I thought he had a black guy.
Garland Medfield. Yeah,
Yeah,
Garland. My name is
Garland.
Garland Medfield. Him from
Oh,
up around way.
yeah. Well, speaking of Garland and my Maybelline, how's Maybelline doing? Your mommy. Oh, that's my name for her
Oh,
when she can come over.
Maybelline. I want to be true. Her name is not Maybelline.
Maybelline. I don't care. Her name is Maybelline to me. It's always gonna be that. We always share that together.
You will always have Maybelline.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, she's gonna
Okay.
make me coconut fritters,
Yeah,
and we're
right.
gonna have nutmeg with ham.
Yeah. Okay. So, hey, that's
And
a
egg
great
now.
segue, Hanato, because that leads us to it is time.
Pictures of your mom.
No, for you.
Oh,
It's the holiday episode. I suppose I should
yeah.
have put some Christmas music,
How's
but
your
I
mom? Can
did.
you see me, Marlene? If you can see me,
She
say
might. I'm
something.
not sure if she might. She's on the East Coast. She may still be watching, and she might just catch the
Trust
replay.
me.
But
She's probably in bed like a little kid with their comic books and the flashlight, like under there,
okay, watching the show. Okay.
watching
Well, so
them.
listen, Hanato, it
Awful.
is time for you to present your holiday musts for holidays. What we need from you, what you think needs to be done on a holiday. Yeah.
Well, the three of that ones is said height in the picture there. So that's a must because you always gotta hang in the new year with a bang. You gotta enjoy yourself. That's
How
always a
many do
must.
you give yourself for Christmas?
Oh, I treat myself to a couple of the ones.
Yeah.
Also it depends on who's in town, Karyn, you know.
Yeah.
But you gave me the hat of a Grinch in there.
It's
Ew,
so cute. You
I
can
look like a
play.
Sanch helper. Um, so okay, we can
So
take
this
that
could be
down now.
anything. Like, I'm just curious for you, like what makes the holiday. Are there certain movies you got to have? Are there certain songs that you
You
know
know,
that
a
make it Christmas
chaufarki,
for you? What are the things that absolutely you got to have for it to feel like the holidays for you?
chof chaufarki and some miso chow. No, you know, for me, it's funny you said this because I don't know when it's time to start Christmas, but I know it's not yet. I mean, I know I don't start playing the stuff like today. I ventured into a little bit of Christmas music.
Today was the first time I put some on too.
I don't know why. For some reason, I did it, and I was a little apprehensive. And I said, maybe am I jumping the gun here because I don't. I feel like it's not special if you just. I'm gonna get sick of it if you start too early. You know what I mean?
Today's the 13th, but it's still like 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks away or something, right?
Yeah, and I don't like to OD on the fucking Christmas stuff. You know what I mean? Like I wanna make it special a little closer to there. You know. So but I dipped into that, and I like a lot of these soul Christmas where they do the soul classics. You know what I mean? Where you
Uh-huh.
have it like what's that guy Clarence something or whatever Clarence Williams, Clarence Thomas. He do like that. They call me Backdoor Santa.
Sure, it's not
Y-
Clarence
You know,
Thomas.
Backdoor
Names are
Santa. He
backdoor
have that
something,
one.
but
Well,
okay.
the Backdoor Santa is the one that they sampled on Hun DMC. It's Christmas in Hollis, Queens.
Oh, I
It's
heard
all
that earlier today, actually, on my LinkedIn.
yeah. Well, that's the one that sampled that he sampled. It's called Backdoor Santa.
Yeah.
That's a nice one. I almost put it for our thing for the stuff, but it's one of those ones I have licensing problem.
Well, I used Christmas in Hollis on Insta.
Yeah, but how many seconds of that could you use?
On Instagram, and when I made the reel, it was just one of the choices I could use. So I used Christmas in Hollis.
Oh, if it's approved, you can do that.
Yeah, so I made the reel for the ad, and that's why, and that was my first choice because that's on my list of must-haves. But
Oh,
that was my so I put Christmas in Hollis as the theme when I made the reel today.
I gotta experiment because I used to put shit like that, and then immediately it wouldn't. It would say this is a copyright infringement or whatever, and then don't let you
Probably
use
because
it.
you couldn't upload it, but if you use the one that was like built into the Insta service already or something, you could add it or something.
I've never tried that. Okay,
You should try that
maybe
because there's
I'm
maybe
gonna
more different stuff available.
I'm gonna try that. So I was gonna do the other one, but it was like belonged to one of the big boys. So I found, I dusted off uh Jingle Bell Cock from Blowfly. Yeah, I like that one.
Where did you find that?
Well, Blowfly was a guy who he's an interesting character. There's this guy, I forgot his real name, but he used to be a session musician, guitarist, and play a lot of instruments and stuff, and was very good. It's sought after, like on Motown hackers and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
But he could never break through as a solo artist. Okay, so what he did, kind of not the greatest looking guy or whatever. So what he did is he came up with the alter ego, and he looked almost like one of these lucha libre guys, and he called himself Blowfly. Okay, and he
Okay.
almost looked like a professional hustler villain or something like that. And you never saw his face. He was under one of these masks. He looked like one of those mascara, guys.
Yeah.
And he would do these party hackers where he would sing. He would just do remakes of different stuffs. Like he have the one that's like the first time ever you saw my dick.
Oh my God.
I
Okay.
felt
I
the
get it
earth
now. I get it.
tremble under
I
my
get it. All right. I get it. I
balls.
get it. I
Anyway,
get it. Here.
stuffs like that, okay? And then he made many, many hackers.
I
And
get
it
it.
was these party hackers that people would play. You know how they would play X-Hated, like had Fox
Yes.
albums and
Yeah,
put the
yeah,
head light bulbs on.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So he made a fortune doing these fucking party hackers. And over the years they've been
Funny.
forgotten, but certain people is fan of Blowfly, and he have like album after album of just he's before Weird Al, but like imagine like a dirty as fuck Weird
Dirty
Al.
Weird Al. Well,
Yeah.
listen, Tim asking with a donation, when is the Marlene episode? Never.
No,
I'm
that's
never
a great
letting
fucking
Hanato
idea.
anywhere near my mom. Never,
I
ever.
can found that one. I have my ways. I can found that one.
No, apparently she is still here laughing, watching. So,
Oh, God, are you? Look at
but
that.
listen, okay. So, Apparently, that's one of your must-have. So, Hanato, what is your if
Wait,
you're watching Christmas?
does LOL means luscious?
No,
Something laranja. Wait, what is that supposed to mean?
mm-mm, mm-mm,
Laranja.
mm-mm.
Oh no, it's laranja. Oh, laranja.
No, it's not though. It's
No, you're joking.
Laranja. Oh, loser! What did you
No,
say? You're
you. That sounds like
loser.
a Carvel cake.
Old
Laranja or loser.
Laranja, loser, old Laranja.
Bullshit. I
Um,
won
oh,
some
the
of my
Dan
stuff.
band. I know the Dan band. I used to know the singer guy. He used to be like
Of course
friends
you
with my
did.
friends. So yeah, the Dan band. They're funny. They are funny live. But okay, so yeah, like, what's your? Are there any Christmas movies that you
Oh,
listen? If
okay.
you
So
want
let me get
Christmas
back into
movies,
that.
yes, yes.
Okay,
So your
so so
must-haves for Christmas, yes.
so there's a couple stuffs when at the Laranja household you're gonna know it's Christmas. There's
Okay.
okay, one stuffs I get the Christmas cards and I hang them over the shelf over the fireplace, and you walk
Mhm.
in, you feel that that's nice. And then,
Aw.
you know, I will put
Mine probably still go to my old place.
uh,
I
um
wouldn't know.
and some of the ones I should can, some of the ones if it's like your family and your family one. Somehow sometimes I don't want to see somebody's family like that. I like the one that's focused more on the Christmas cheer and stuff like that.
You
um
don't like the ones with the family picture where they send the note about everybody was up to this year?
I don't like that one because you know that everyone got the same shit. It's like, nah. It's not like, hey, I was thinking about you, Hanach, and here's this card that I picked out because I know your style and
But
I
if
know, you know
but you're even on the Christmas distro list, so that's good.
who gives a shit. That and $5 won't get you a cup of coffee anymore. You know what I mean? Um, Now, if you happen to put a Target gift card or something Amazon in there, I'm more likely to be like, this family, what a great family. I'm gonna put that
So
one.
on your must-have list is cards with gift cards in them. That's one of your Christmas must-haves.
Listen, it's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick or whatever. Um, and then your Uncle Henach, the main stuff is your Uncle Henach he gotta have, oh, and then I put in the diffuser. I put like one of those ones that's like a pine, or like
Yes.
one of the ones
I
that's like
I
smell
did
like
that
a.
the other night, like a
Yeah.
balsam and I did pine and like what was it? Pine and rosemary or pine and wintergreen together. That was it. That was
Oh
really
God,
good.
yeah. Yeah,
Right now
I
I have a
like you.
different candle going though. I have a different.
Oh well, yeah. This one is not a candles. This is a diffuser. If
No,
you
I
have
had
the
the
sticks,
diffuser
the
going, but yeah, no,
chopsticks, you can't
yeah.
afford that one even. Um,
No, I have a diffuser where you dump the little essential oils in it, and then you add the water, and
well, you
it
might
does.
dump them in, but some your uncle and Arch just
No, you just
gently put in there.
no,
Um, and then, oh God, are you? One of the main stuffs for me in term. Listen, Charlie Brown Christmas. Whether I'm watching that one or I'm listening to the soundtrack,
yeah.
that to me is when I'm getting serious about Christmas chiming.
Oh, really?
So
That's
if
where
I'm
things
put
ramp up and
if I put that on, I mean that I get the chill. Still, I get. I don't think anything else is more Christmas to me than that soundtrack because when I was a little kid, seeing that same fucking thing every fucking year,
mhm.
I was almost you wait for that as much as you wait for Sanch or the
Right,
presents or whatever. You're like,
right.
here it is, and the piano, and it was jazz. You know what I mean? The
So
piano, like
good. The music
even
is
the
so good.
even just the fucking main theme where it's like dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 bing, ba, ba, bidi, ding, ding, dong, and
so
Snoopy and
good.
all that. It's like,
So
oh
good.
yeah,
Dancing.
and all that shit, and in Woodstock and all
So
that.
good.
Something about it almost make me emotional. I mean, I love all of that shit.
It
It's the
literally
best.
has the warm feeling to it. Like it literally emotes warmth out of the
Yeah.
screen when you're watching it. Literally, I agree
And
with you on that
yeah.
one. I was gonna say, I feel like how you were saying you look forward to it every year. I know your must-have list also has a Christmas story on it.
Yeah, I mean, God, I do. I mean, in terms of a movie, yeah, that's number one. That's number one for a movie.
Mhm.
Period. Whoever did a better Christmas movie than that?
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll put that. I'll put that up against anything
all right. Okay. So what?
of Christmas.
I want to hear some more. Like, are there any other Christmas movies that you love? Any Christmas songs other Christmas songs? But I just want you to make sure I get all your list out before I go to mine.
Oh, my whole list of a Christmas. Oh, I didn't know I was doing my whole list of
Well, you
Christmas
don't have to
movies.
do a whole. I mean, I guess you don't have to do it like a list. You
Well,
can
you
have
give me
a
one,
list.
and then I'll give you another one.
Okay. Well, then okay. Let me show because yeah, we can uh uh what was I going to say here? Um da, da, da. Yes, I have a different hat in my picture that I just wanted to show everybody because I don't have ho 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 though because I'm not like that. But
Oh, look at that! It looked like a dunce cap. Ah, boy.
that doesn't look like a dunce cap. That
It
looks
looks
like
like
I'm in the
you look
Grinch.
like a simple Jack in the corner, like they put you there, and you're like, I made it too. I helped. It's the demeanor of the kid. You know the kid that's like slow in The Simpsons, where it's like, I liked it too.
Ralphie.
So yeah. Mm, yeah.
Well, I disagree.
Oh wait, first of all, real quick, that just reminded me. There's a fucking meme. I haven't seen it in a long time, but there was somebody made like a pregnancy type meme where like you see Lisa and she's like, "Wait, I thought you wore a condom or whatever, something like that." She's like, "Did you come inside me or whatever?" And she's like, "I thought you wore a condom." And then he go. You see him like do a somersault
Yeah.
down the hill away from her, and it says "Almond seasoning packet" or whatever. Like, she's like, "But I saw the condom happen or something." And he goes, "Almond seasoning packet." And does like a cartwheel away from her. I almost pissed myself. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, who thinks of that? That you're gonna use a hominy seasoning packet as the decoy? Oh, but you know
You
his.
did a slow you were slow clapping for that one.
I seriously caught. You know when something catches the exact
Some
frequency,
things just catch you.
and it
So
got me
funny.
fucking good.
God, I
So
haven't had that happen in a while, but I know what you
what?
mean. I've
Getting
seen
pregnant?
some.
Uh somebody using the hominy seasoning packet trick? I'll use that one.
No, I was gonna say the laughing where something just really tickles you and you can't stop. I
Yeah.
haven't in a while, but I know what you mean. And sometimes, yeah, some things you just can't for some reason can't stop laughing and find it hilarious.
It happens to me sometime in the
That is
movies where I'll be watching a movie
that is
like in a
funny.
theater,
That
and
is
then
funny.
some what the Haman one, but sometimes something strike me and no one else in the theater is laughing. I'm laughing my head off, and it might not even be in a comedy. You know what I mean?
Right,
And
right, right,
somehow
right,
something just got me, and then people must be like, "What the fuck is wrong with this
right,
guy?" You know?
right, right.
But sometimes he just strike you, and no one else finds it funny. Like, well, sorry, it's funny.
So okay, so what other holiday movies are must that you gotta watch every year?
That I gotta watch every year. Well, this has become kind of annoying cliche, and people's trying to be like cool, but it's everybody feels the same way. But I do kind of agree. Is like the whole thing about Die Hard being a Christmas
Oh,
movie or
geez.
whatever. No, no, I'm just
Mhm.
saying I do like those action movies that happen to take place during Christmas. I do like that ones. I kind of like to watch that ones around this time. Like for instance, Lethal Weapon. You know.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, Die Hard, of course, or whatever. Because let's face it, in the beginning, I remember how hype I was. Speaking of fucking Christmas in Hollis, Queens, when the credits is still going and John McClane is getting that limo ride from the fucking dude from Argyle. And
Yeah.
then the beat starts or whatever. He's like, "You don't have any Christmas music, Carayo?" And then he's like, "This is Christmas music," and go boom, and I remember being, I just never forget. Um, it was a kid. I saw that movie with a kid that I had met in summer school. It was for all the fuck up kids. We was in summer school, and I
Okay.
met this kid who was also, he was a naughty. He was on the naughty list or whatever. And we went to see this movie, and we could not. I mean, we was the perfect age, junior
Yeah.
high school.
It just
And I can't stress enough for people. Now you think of Bruce Willis being in an action movie, it's a no-brainer. But at the time, it was like if you took who's some Weisenheimer from TV that's never done movies before?
I don't even know now, like
I don't
Trevor
even know
Noah
what's
or
on.
something, and then you just
Who
make Trevor
who
Noah a movie star or something like that. But I know what you mean.
who?
It's just that like that was the first time he had gone from being like,
It's
on a drama
okay.
show and funny
I'll give
hits
you like
TV shows
this.
to being a
Uh,
movie star.
People don't. He's not a modern person, but people is gonna relate to this. It was like if they just all of a sudden decided to put Chevy Chase in a fucking action movie
Right.
because he was just known as a Weisenheimer comedian, a wise ass comedian, and it was
Right.
no action, and to the point where it was laughable that this fucking guy was gonna be in an action movie, you know. But something
Hmm.
about the trailer, I was like, either this is gonna be this shit looks good. I can't lie, it looked good, and
Do
so
you think
it,
so? Do you
yeah,
think of it as a Christmas movie though, or just a action movie set at Christmas? Do you know what I mean? I
it's an
know it's a
action movie
semantic
set up.
argument,
I
but
just think of it as an action movie set at Christmas, but because it is set at Christmas, it's kind of fun to watch it around Christmas because it's at Christmas. You know what
right,
I mean?
right, right, right.
Same with Lethal Weapon. Now, if someone went, I don't want to watch that. I don't feel like watching that at Christmas. I don't blame them. But for me, it's like this might be a time when I dust off those ones that
Okay.
maybe since I've seen it so many times, I might not during the rest of the year. You know?
Okay. So what
Yeah.
else do you have to watch at Christmas? Or I'll give you one of was I going to give you one of mine now?
Yeah. Give me one
All
of
right.
your
Okay.
Christmas.
I well for me officially, so I'll say this. I feel like for me Christmas, the first one I'll watch to get the season started is probably Elf.
I like
Because I
the
feel like
Alf.
I watched that with the kiddo, and I feel like when we throw Elf in, we're like, all right, cool, it's time for some Christmas movies. And Elf is kind of usually the one that kind of leads me in there because it's just a funny movie
Alf is
anyway.
nice.
And so Elf is there, but the one that like it isn't Christmas unless, and if my mom's still watching, she knows
Mm,
it's the Grinch. It's the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, which is so
true.
classic. I know every single
True.
word, and I just sit there and like mouth the whole thing along with it, and the dog, and the this and the
That
that.
was a
Like to
big
me, that's
deal.
one of the most definitive
Yeah.
Christmassy things ever.
That was a big deal when I was a kid too. It's not as big deal to me now for some fucking reason.
I still love
I'm
it.
not
It's
mad
so
at it.
good.
I'm not mad at it. It's just there was a time when if I didn't get to see this, I would have had a fucking panic attack. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
I
as a
gotta.
kid,
If I don't see
as
it, it's a
yeah,
problem.
as a kid, I had to see that. But I do like that if I happen to catch it during Christmas. I don't necessarily put the DVD or whatever, but if it's
Oh,
on, I'll watch that shit, you know.
yeah.
Same
But
with
you like
like
yeah.
the Frost the Snowman and the fucking
Okay, but see
or
now those to
the
me, those are all
claymation ones.
mandatory though. All those Rankin
Yeah.
and Bass ones, like
Yeah.
like Year Without a Santa Claus and like the one with Heat Miser and all that stuff, and
Yeah,
those
the
like
Heat
the
Miser.
stop motion ones, those are all mandatory
Isn't
viewing.
that in the Frosty, the Snowman, the
Yeah,
Heat
Frosty
Miser?
is one of them.
Yeah.
That's like the Rankin and Bass stuff. Sorry, my
Yeah,
dog's
that
barking.
shit is nice.
Those are mandatory viewing for me. I
I
have a
like
little
that one.
DVD box set of them somewhere, and the
Oh.
like those that's mandatory.
Yeah, those do kids still like that shit?
I don't know. I have to acknowledge a couple things here. Tim Klingbeil saying, Hanato, was that you who I
Uh,
saw make a cameo appearance in the favela dramedy Simple Joao during a love scene as a
mm,
stunt Joao. So,
yeah,
was
that
that
was a
involved?
tough. That was one of those ones from my past that I was trying to forget. Wait, yeah.
Stobbs is saying I should get a PayPal so we can
Oh,
spoil it. They can spoil
I
the
have
night.
one. I have one. You can spoil your Uncle Hernach, can't you?
I have never done that kind of thing. I don't know how that works.
You can
Uh,
spoil me.
Tim
Hey,
says Christmas
boys.
is when Hanato releases his own lethal weapon. Oh my
Well, that's
goodness.
true
No,
too. That's Christmas, but that's
that's
also Kwanzaa as far as I'm concerned.
that's
Oh God,
that's
that's the first
that's
day of Kwanzaa. Um,
So, okay, so Christmas meat for me, another one for me, must have at Christmas time. I'm a sucker for Love Actually.
okay,
I'm a sucker.
I'll tell you what.
I'm a mark.
I don't go to that one every year or whatever, but I will tell you this. I maybe we might have even
I'm a
talked
mark.
about this before, but I took a I had met a chick
You
at a
probably
friend of
did tell me
mine's.
this last. What? Go
Huh?
and tell it again. I said we might have talked about this last
Yeah,
Christmas.
I had
You
met a
told me
chick. A friend of mine used to go, like he was a DJ, and and like he was part of this like all around LA. He was part of this like DJ collective, and they would do stuffs with like certain artists that was trying to promote whatever. Anyway, so they would do these barbecues every week or whatever weekend, or every other weekend or whatever, which was
Right.
like with these artists that the managers was trying to whatever. So then
Right.
they did this big Christmas party, a lot of hip hop people, all that kind of stuff. And I met this chick, was banging, you know what I mean, the thickness and all the Mrs. Claus stuff, Latina. I can't remember where from, but anyway, can't argue. And then I took her to the movies. You know, I tried to get her, to my place, caralho, but she wanted to go first the movie. I was like, oh, no, okay. And then so I took her to that one so I can be like a nice guy, like I Love Actually or whatever. And it was just a movie that was, fuck it, I'll take her to this. She's gonna like this one, you know.
Dude.
And then first of all, I was surprised because I was like, oh, this is gonna be corny, but she's gonna like that one, and I'm gonna
Yeah,
come off like a great guy, you know.
for sure.
Um, and then lo and behold, even though I'm not supposed to like shit like that, it worked on me, you know. I
It's
hate to
really
say it,
good.
yeah.
Come on.
But it's
What did you
it is what it is, okay. But it hits the notes and it does what it's supposed to do.
I'm a sucker for it. I'm not
Yeah.
usually I don't there's only a few rom-coms that I like, and not surprisingly, Hugh Grant is
Don't give
in
me
a
that.
couple of them. So that's the thing. So Hugh Grant is in Love Actually. He's also
Yeah.
Notting Hill is probably my favorite
We
rom-com.
already know that.
I know. So I'm partial to Hugh Grant, and when he's going door to door, looking for her and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, but every chick would love that. I mean, who wouldn't love that? Sorry,
Wait, is that the
it's
one
great.
where he's like the president or whatever?
He's the prime minister or something like
Yeah.
that. He's just and she, yeah, like, come on, it's so sweet. It's come on, that one's great, and yeah, so that one is um, yeah, I'm not even sure I understand what this means, Tim. This is
Oh,
subscription to, I don't even
the
know.
let me translate for
I
you.
don't know what that means.
Black is a well, it's an Afrocentric. Well, no, you can't even say that. I think it's a very it's it put racial unity at the forefront.
Is it like a naked magazine? Is it?
Well, now it's a they show video programs or whatever, and it's
I've never.
usually intercourse with like a guy, like a black man's, and usually he's
Okay.
well endowed, and then you have
Okay.
like various white women that they're doing sex, and
Yeah,
then so
that's
that's just
not
black,
good.
okay, but then they came out with one that look more like it's shot on your phone or whatever, where it look like it's like more amateur or whatever.
Gotcha.
So you feel like you're really in the
Well,
Christmas spirit,
thank you for the
and
donation, but I don't.
and
That's
that's it
not
called Black Haw.
not on my list. Okay, so the otherwise, I also love. I gotta love the old school. If I do a couple of classic old school movies. So the old school Christmas Carol, Ebenezer Scrooge movie
I
always
like that
hits.
stuff.
As does if I'm going super like, old Hollywood. I like White Christmas. That movie was a Christmas.
Oh,
That one
a
is really,
white Christmas.
yes, White Christmas is very good. But
Who's that? Bing Crosby?
I think, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah,
I also do really liked the updated version, the Bill Murray version of Scrooged.
I love
I
that.
like that one a lot.
Yeah, I'm more susceptible to that one.
That one I have to watch every year.
I will watch that one for sure.
That one's
That's on the
always on
list.
every year.
It's not a oh shit I have to or else everything
I
is
do actually.
all is lost. But I will fuck with that.
I
Um,
love that one. For some
yeah,
reason, it kind of sneaked up on me that it became one that I realized. I think
yeah.
one year I didn't see it, and I think I even watched it like maybe after Christmas, like because I was like, "Damn, I didn't watch it," because
It's
I
a
know
great
it so
one.
well, and I really love it. And
It's
and
definitely a great one. It's a classic.
yeah, I really it turns out that, yeah, that's one that I actually do want to watch every year.
You know what?
Like
Once,
the guy
yeah.
who's like the guy from the West Coast who's like kneading his shoulders, like when he's the guy who's so smarmy who comes in to take over for him when he's starting
You
to
mean at the studio or whatever?
yeah. And
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
everybody give it up for him. You know, and he's so, but
Oh,
he's seeing him at one point and he's just like massaging it. It's so patronizing and so
yeah,
freaking smarmy. And like,
yeah.
oh, like that guy, I can't
There's some
stand
good.
him.
It's a great movie. It's a great. I mean,
Oh,
it's even good enough where you could watch it even not in Christmas. You know.
that's what
Um.
I'm saying because I feel like I watched it
Yeah.
recently, like maybe a Christmas in July. Like, doesn't TNT do that kind of thing sometimes? I think I
Not
probably
sure,
did because
but
I feel like I watched it more recently than a year ago.
yeah, it's
I don't know if anybody out there feels me on this one, but that one I actually love Scrooge. 'Cause
no, it's
I
a
love
great
Bill
movie.
Murray.
Of
Yeah.
course, Bill Murray is one of the greats.
Yes.
You know what's one that I slept on when it came in the theater, but then I saw and I didn't have great expectation for it. I thought it was gonna be shitty, but it was a great Christmas movie. Have you ever seen it, Fred Claus?
No.
I know it sounds maybe bad. It's a Vince Vaughn and Paul
Oh, I
Giamatti.
have seen it then. I have seen. I was just watching him in Four Christmases the other day with Reese Witherspoon. I was like,
Now
ah,
that one's
whatever.
okay. That's okay.
I
It's
just like
whatever.
him.
But I'll tell you what. Oh, okay. If you like him, Fred
I
Claus is
do.
great.
I do
Fred
like him.
Claus
I
is
probably
better than
watched.
For Christmas. Fred Claus is the premise is is Paul Giamatti is Sanch.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, but what's his name?
Vince.
I just said his fucking name. Vince
Vince.
Vaughn is Fred, his younger brother. So it's like he's dealing with the kind of stuff where it's like, how do you like being Frank Stallone? Like,
Oh, and they're in therapy, right? Or something about being
yeah,
his brother.
he's in therapy, and they really have Frank Stallone. They have like one of the
Right.
Baldwin. They have like
Right.
I think he's
I
like
have seen it.
Swayze's
It's just
brother.
been forever since I have.
Listen, I'll tell you what. I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, this is not a bad fucking movie.
All right.
And
Well, here's one
the
for
bad guy is Kevin Spacey.
gotcha. Oh wait, so D&D, I mean, a mixed martial artist saying Trading Places is a good Christmas movie. That's not actually a Christmas
Now
movie.
that's true, and it's not just a great Christmas movie because it start around Thanksgiving and then it
Right.
go through to New Year. So
Right.
it's encompass all that shit. And I just watched that this past weekend.
So good.
Again, I fucking watch it. I mean, that's one of those ones. Is
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with this Trading
Okay.
Place.
Well, so okay, so then I'm also curious. Okay, so yeah, those are kind of my must-see Christmas movies, I think. I have yeah. But for music,
I know we left something off too. We
I'm
had to
sure.
have left
Well, I mean,
something off.
people like Home Alone and people like,
Hmm.
we already said Christmas Story. People like Polar Express. I did watch that the other day. It was like
That's
on
all.
TV.
That's
So
nice. That's
I
nice.
was
But
watching that for a few minutes because it was on. I was like, yeah, whatever. Like,
a nice Christmassy feel.
like
But it's
obviously, It's a Wonderful Life. I'm not gonna not watch it. Do you know what I mean? I don't have to put it on necessarily, but I'm not gonna not watch it. But I do watch. I gotta make sure I watch the old school Scrooge. But like I said, I'll watch the old one, but I'll also watch the Patrick Stewart one because he's amazing, and I've seen him do it on Broadway. Even
mm,
I will also watch, and I'm not. I thought I brought it over here. I have the DVD for the Muppet Christmas Carol, and it's actually
oh,
pretty good.
wait a second. Is he Michael Caine in that one?
Michael Caine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Michael Caine.
yeah.
And it's
Michael
like
Caine.
Grant's house, Scrooge.
Yeah, that's
It's
good
great.
stuff. I forgot. I fucking forgot about that.
I actually love Muppets and stuff like that. So,
Oh, I'll tell you one thing for you people out there. If you ever catch the Sesame Street Christmas special that they show every year since 1978, the young Uncle Hanachi is in there,
love
3 years
it.
old, being interviewed by Grovino
I love it.
on
I
Sesame
love it.
Favela. So
I
if
love
you
it.
ever see that one, I'm in there.
Okay, so Christmas songs. Do you have any ones that you got it? So, what are your favorite Christmas songs? I have a list.
Okay, well, I'll put it to you this way. We already went through. I'm not gonna go through every fucking song that's on the
Right,
that one Charlie Brown Christmas. Let's just say
right,
that's one you can put on and you can just fucking press play. Um,
sure.
Another album. I'm gonna go more albums. Okay, another
Okay.
album. There's this fucking album that James Brown made. That's all
Fucking
Christmas song, and some of them is classics, and then some of them is ones he fucking made up. Like
We
Santa
talked
Claus
about
goes
this
straight to the
last year,
ghetto.
and some of them
Yeah,
are like sad and like heartbreaking,
deep,
and
and the thing I love is he gives you as much as he would give you normally on this fucking Christmas song, where you can imagine him sweating and his process is all fucked up and wispy over here, and he's killing himself for you.
right.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding for these fucking Christmas
But the
songs.
song is like Santa's running the numbers. You know what I
Yeah,
mean, or
I mean,
something like that.
and
Like
there's one,
the
oh
numbers not
fuck,
hitting at Christmas. You know what I mean, or
it's
something like that.
it's so fucking good. I can't tell
It
you.
is
I
good. I,
mean,
I I took your
yeah,
advice last year. I actually remember it distinctly, and I did
yeah.
enjoy it quite a bit.
And some of them is just beautiful ballads, and some
Yes.
of them is just funky Christmas song.
Well, for
Yeah.
example, even to that point, I heard the Prince Christmas song beforehand too, and that one's
Ooh,
like a soul. He's got like a kind of a real soulful,
you know
heartbreaking
what?
Christmas
I
too.
hate to admit this because I'm such a Princeophile. I'm
Yeah.
not sure I know the fucking Prince
I
Christmas
forget what
song.
it's called, but I just heard it beforehand
I'm
because I
gonna.
had, like I said, this is the first time I had put some Christmas music on. If somebody knows the name of it in the comments, please let us know.
Well, you just put
But
me up on that because I'm
oh
gonna
no,
be
but there's a
fucking.
great Christmas song
I'm gonna be
from
putting that on this year then.
Stop saying things that I knew what I was doing when I was wearing that top. I was wearing a festive red and white top. Okay,
Yeah.
so mixed martial artist, wink, wink. Mixed martial
Oh,
artist is hitting on one of mine. This is one of my all-time favorite Christmas songs. It's Bruce Springsteen's version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Because when they're live and they're in the concerts, like, and he's talking, hey everybody, remember out there Christmas, and the little
oh
jingle
wow.
bells are in the
I don't
background.
know this one.
Dude, and the jingle bells are playing, and Bruce is starting to set the story up, and he's
No
talking about just,
shit.
well, you better be good. I don't know. And they're talking, he's talking to Clarence, and everybody's talking. And then they go into the most kick-ass version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Sanch is
Santa Claus.
coming to
It
town.
is so freaking good. It is so freaking good. So that's literally on my list. That, mind you, the Jackson 5 version of Santa Claus is Coming to Town is also
Oh,
very good. Also
oh.
very good. But Springsteen is literally on my list because that one kills. Can't
Okay,
believe
you're
you don't
giving
know
me
it.
another one. I'm gonna fuck with
Can't
that one
believe you
too
don't know
now.
it. It's
Yeah,
it's
I'm
it's
sorry. I
ridiculous.
don't know that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna pretend I don't. I know that one.
I mean,
Um.
I love me some Springsteen though. Okay, here's one that I know you love though. Is the John Lennon? So this is Christmas, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I.
Yeah, come
I don't
on,
know
it's
that I
so good.
put it on. If it come on, I'm gonna appreciate that one. But I don't know that I searched that one out.
Okay, fair enough. I love that one. How about Baby Please Come Home? And it's Ronnie, what was her name? Christmas,
And the
pretty lights on
Hanato
the
or whatever.
tree. Yeah. Christmas, baby, please come home.
Well,
This
all
is
those one.
the
Yeah, Christmas.
song.
Yeah,
But it's not like Christmas at all. That's a good one.
that's the Phil Spector was
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. That one's
Um.
great.
Yeah. I'm just saying I don't have that one on like my the list or whatever. You know what I mean? My
Shame.
mix or
That's
whatever.
true.
I'll give you one. I'll give you a fucking one. Uh, uh, um, what the fuck is the name though? I know who does it. The one that the fucking waitresses do that one.
That's Christmas wrapping. I love that. That's on my list. That's amazing. I love that one.
That
So
one always make me feel good. Yeah.
right. So the other day I was driving kiddo to school and it came on and she doesn't know that one. I was like, this is my jam. And so I was in there and I was like, I told her, I literally said to her, I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is one of my all-time favorite Christmas
Yeah.
songs. And like I was telling and the whole story and the whole thing, like it's great.
Because it's so cool. It's like the way that they do it and the chiming on the song. It's like a good new wave song. It's not just sound
Exactly.
like a fucking Christmas song. Like you actually like this is actually a good song. You know what I mean?
Kind
Like
of get it. Yeah.
yeah. And
I
another
love that you
thing.
love
Oh,
that.
oh, I love that one. I've for
It's on my
years.
list. I love
Yeah.
that one.
It's funny. Around the same time too. There's a song called Christmas Happening, but like with a H and not a W.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's fucking Kumo D and
oh yes.
whatever fucking group he was with before. Oh no,
Right.
no, it's not Chris Kumo D. It's Curtis Blow.
Curtis Blow.
And
Okay.
it's what that song sampled. Uh, you know that song "Too Close"? Oh
From Alex
fuck!
Clare.
No, it's like, baby, you know, this is so close. I can't do it because I can't sing it like. But anyway, it's a sample of a great H&B song from like the late 90s or whatever. You know this song, but I can't mouth it. It's never gonna work. It's like,
I
still
don't know.
think it doesn't come. I can't do it. Fuck.
Well, I said
Because I
we did say the Christmas in Hollis was one of our favorites, though. We already acknowledged that, right?
True. But anyway, Christmas Happening, Curtis Blow. It
Okay.
have a nice sound to that one.
D&D, Little Drummer Boy, that is a good Christmas one. Well,
Well,
if we're
that's one of
talking
those
those
ones
old
where you wanna really get into like a cheer drop of, and looking at the star, the Christmas, that seeing Santa's fucking, yeah.
well, it's because that old movie for it was so sad. The poor little drummer boy out in the cold and the little like.
Well, you
But
know what
that's
I
a good
like.
one.
My Speaking of that, I was gonna bring this up. I might only just YouTube this one, but I have to see that clip. It's like a video of all people,
Oh,
fucking David Bowie and Bing Crosby doing that
dude.
one. Where's a piece on her? You know what
Thank
I
you. I
mean? Yeah,
forgot that was not on
yeah,
my list. That is a must as well.
yeah,
When they come by the fireside, oh, Bing, hey, how you doing, David?
yeah.
I'm
That's
good,
one of
dude.
those things that make you feel like it's Christmas chimey. Yeah,
Oh, I love that
piece
one
on
too. And they
her.
sound so good. Can it be? That song, yes, that's a great one. Okay, so how do you feel about okay, so like he brought up Little Drummer Boy. If we're going for like the old school ones, I do love like that whole Carol of the Bells. That
Oh
one's
yeah,
great, right?
yeah.
But if it's
Da da
straight
ba
up
da
if
da
we're
da da da. Huh?
right, right. If we're out caroling though, you gotta go deck the halls. Because
Have
this
you
is
actually
like
been out caroling? I mean, I never been out
not in a
caroling.
long time. Not
Yeah,
in a long
I've
time.
never did that. I mean,
I've done
when
it.
I was a kid, I fantasized about that. I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
I
But
did in New
I
England. I did it, and I used to go over my neighbor's house. And on Christmas Eve, they used to have this great Christmas party, and her uncle played piano, and we'd all gather around. We'd literally like gather around the piano and sing Christmas songs, and it was so much fun. And I really remember that very fondly as something in my childhood that I really, really, really enjoyed.
did
Uh,
anybody ever
and
throw a snowball or a tomato at you when you was like singing like "Peace on Earth"? Like, what the fuck out of
no,
here?
no, no. Okay, but how about okay, also I do love okay, if we're talking about rock and roll ones, um George Michael's version of Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. The very
Yeah,
next day
Wham did that one.
you
Yeah,
gave it
yeah.
away.
It was
Yeah.
both. It was him. Let's
Okay,
not
it was
forget the
Wham.
other
Okay,
fucking
now one
guy.
is perfection. They did such a great version of that.
And the
Um
very next day, you took it away.
Gave it
Yeah, yeah.
away.
Or
And
whatever
then
the fuck it
also,
was.
come
Yeah.
on, but this is Bob Geldof. It's December 23rd, 1990. Remember the Feed the World video?
Oh yeah,
Remember?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Remember that? But like, if you
yeah.
actually remember this, it's 6 a.m. It's Bob
For
Geldof.
sure.
And he's like talking about the thing, feed the world, and
Yeah.
oh, or whatever.
Wait, wait, wait.
That,
How is
that's
that?
a classic.
Give
What
me
does he
some of the
say?
words I'm gonna remember because I.
Remember, it's like, feed the world, let them know it's Christmas time.
Oh yeah, let
Feed
them
the
know it's
know it's
Christmas time. Yeah, yeah,
Christmas.
that's what it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but it,
Le-
but here's to you, say a prayer for everyone, something like
Yeah.
you do,
Uh-huh.
join everyone. Do they know it's
With
Christmas
Christmas
time at
time.
all? That's the
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, because it was
Yeah,
for like the kids in Africa and
yeah,
stuff like that who
yeah.
was having
Artists
a
United,
hard chimey.
Artists United,
It was like
artists.
a British version of like We Are the World or something like, or
Right,
live
right.
whatever the fuck.
Right, right. Because I went to Live Aid concert and all that, but that is a classic. That is a very much of a classic Christmas song. So
I
mhm.
think they have the video for that,
Yeah. Oh no, it's great with
where you see
everybody
all the
there, and
guys.
then yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. There's some really funny stuff. Okay, so those are just some of my my wish list. I mean, my must have movies and stuff like that. Is there anything that you have to like do on Christmas Day? Do you have like a routine or anything?
Well, I like to make a coffee for myself. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I like to if I have gotten some present and stuff like that, I'm gonna stockpile the ones and just sit there in my pajamas and I'm gonna open some of the ones.
Are you alone on Christmas morning?
It depends. Sometime I might be with like sometime I might go to a friend of mine who I used to when I first moved to LA many years ago. A good friend of mine, Graham Funky, his family uh, brought me into there and maybe part of their family Christmas. So most of the times I almost didn't miss one until recently, but I used to go there every fucking year for the past like 20 years, whatever. Um, and then but every once in a while I end up by myself, or if I haven't had like the steady girlfriend in a minute. So sometime if you have like a girlfriend, you're gonna do the stupid one with her or whatever, you know. Um, but yeah, and then I'm gonna open some present, whether I'm with people or not. I'm gonna do the same stuff. So I'm gonna have a nice, relaxing time. I'm gonna open some fucking presents. I'm gonna take care of the obligatory phone calls.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Um,
Well,
other
I'm
stuff.
curious. And in the meantime, folks, if you have any holiday relationship questions, start putting them in the comments here, and
Oh
we'll get
yeah,
to some. Because I know for some people, this is a time of year where they don't know what to do if they have a girlfriend or a boyfriend or somebody that they're seeing, and they want to ramp it up, maybe they don't want to ramp it up. What kind of presents do you give somebody that you're actually kind of ready to get rid of?
that's a
What kind
good
of presents,
question.
there's a lot of questions like that. Or some of us are single and don't have that, so there's nothing wrong with that. You're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. But
Yeah.
if you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, so for me, I think I had started to mention this last week. For me, on Christmas morning, if I don't have my eggnog with Captain Morgan rum in it, it's not
Woo.
Christmas morning.
I feel you. I'm gonna take a page out of your book and I'm gonna put some
So
of that
good.
one.
I almost bought some eggnog today so that I could have it on the show, but then I didn't buy it. But I thought about it.
That's
I'm
okay. We'll
storing it.
forgive you.
But that
It,
is one of
it's
those
still
things.
we're still far enough away from Christmas where you don't need the now just yet.
That's the thing. Is like I don't
You don't
really
want to
want to.
now yourself out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want it in my fridge. It's because that's the whole thing. Is I'm going to drink so little of it at a time that I don't want it to go
What's
bad.
your favorite now? Big now or little now?
Gotta
Um.
go big nug, of course.
Oh, okay. Good on you.
Um, but yeah, so I think that I'm trying to think what else I gotta have.
Oh, I'll
Um,
tell you something. You know what's a nice stuff, and I'm probably gonna have this. Now, this is not a tradition or something, but I was thinking about this thing. I like. I don't usually do this, but like throwing some booze in the coffee or whatever. I'm gonna do that in Christmassy time or whatever, just to make an excuse to drink in the fucking
Mhm.
daytime or whatever. But I happened upon this shit. I think it was because I was listening to Conan O'Brien podcast a while back, and he
Oh,
had this stupid commercial. How he does those commercials where he fucks up the commercials and stuff and makes
yeah,
fun of the product. But
yeah.
he was being sponsored. I don't know if he still is, but he was being sponsored by some like peanut butter whiskey or whatever. And now that sounds, maybe if you don't like peanut butter, that sounds disgusting or whatever.
Yeah.
I took a chance on the peanut butter whiskey. I had to stop buying that one because I tell you what, I know it sounds crazy. It's
I'm one of the few
fucking.
people on the planet that doesn't like peanut butter. So
Oh, so you're gonna hate that shit.
yeah,
Okay, but to a person who like peanut butter, it's something that you didn't know that you needed to have. You know what I mean? You're like,
yeah.
I guess peanut butter with put that in some fucking coffee.
Really?
Now you don't even like a Reese's peanut butter cup?
I mean, barely. I like Reese's Pieces a little bit, but I just don't like. And it's weird because I like peanuts, but if I get too many of them at a time, and then I get that like, and I try it every now and then because
Hmm.
sometimes I make kiddo some peanut butter toast or whatever for breakfast, and
Yeah.
then if there's a couple bites left, I try it and I'm like, ugh,
Hmm.
ugh. Something just it's just something that doesn't I
Even
just
like
doesn't.
in a brownie thing or whatever, and it's like, ooh, peanut butter caramel, something, something,
I mean,
something.
in small doses. Yeah, I just don't care for it. Don't know
Well,
why.
to all you peanut butter lover out there, and I don't know why what I'm doing
I
a
can
fucking
imagine. I can understand why it would be good. I just would never. It
yeah,
just
I
wouldn't.
might I might have to get my hands on some of that peanut butter
Oh, see,
whiskey.
Hanato, this is one of my mom's songs that she likes. All I want for Christmas is you.
Wait, is she
She
saying this
doesn't.
to me? Wait, Marlene, aka Maybelline, is this? Hold on. Wait, what are you talking about now?
Don't you, don't.
I'm getting
Hanato,
shy.
man.
Now, Marlene, stop it. What if I feel the same way, Karyn?
Don't encourage him, Ma. Oh, jeez, Louise, don't encourage him. Okay,
What's
okay,
your
Hanato.
What's your address, Marlene? I'm gonna send you some stocking stuffers for her.
Hanato,
Yeah.
what's on your wish list this year?
Oh.
I wish
Mm,
they'd make this fight, or I
huh.
wish this band didn't break up. I
Okay.
wish this actor was still alive. I wish I could go to so and I wish this hadn't happened. What's on your wish
Mm.
list for 2022?
Which fight do I want them to make? I want to see Hamzat versus Colby Covington.
Yes.
I think that's one of the one that I would like to see for her. For some reason, I think that one might be snake bit. It might just never happen, and I feel like I would really like to see
Colby's
that one.
not trying to say yes to that fight. Nobody's trying to say yes to that man
Yeah. Um.
unless it's for the right price. And obviously, unless it's a
Yeah.
title eliminator or you know what I mean? Because like, what are they going to do now, right? If maybe who Kamara was hurt, right? We don't know what might be happening
Yeah.
in March. I mean, they could put Hamzat against Leon. You never know. I know Bilal wants that fight, and Bilal is on a win streak. And
Tell the
by
truth.
the way,
None of
my
that
mom
shit.
says you're making her. She's cracking up.
Oh God, I'm also making her to blush.
Um,
Um.
but yeah, what? Yeah, I mean, is there a fight you wish they would make?
Yeah, I just said that one.
Sorry, yes, you did. Colby versus him. So I don't
Um.
know how other people feel about that. If Colby versus Hamzat, Dean saying, didn't Neil say yes to Hamzat? So I guess maybe they did. But if they could get Colby, I mean, I don't even know what's going on with Colby. Like, when is he?
Listen, none of these other fights that which mentioned do anything for me. You're like, oh, what the fuck you just said? Edwards versus Balau.
Right.
I'm like,
Nobody.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
Unfortunately,
I'm
even though he wins, nobody. Bilal doesn't have heat on his name, even though he's winning.
look, comes out. I'll tell you one of these all chimey ones that people like to bandy around that is never gonna happen, but I'm very upset that it never got a chance. Is Kahabibi GSP? You know.
Hmm. That would
I
be nice.
happen to believe that GSP would smoke him, but
Hmm.
a lot of Habibi fans is like, no way, blah blah blah. I would love to get my chance to be high on that one, but anyway, I
I
don't
could
think it's
agree with
ever.
you on that. I feel like GSP is a way more mobile fighter. His agility is off the charts. His speed, his jab, his diversity of weapons. I think
Yeah,
as well. I feel like GSP would win that too.
yeah, but you would be surprised. As much as that seems sensible, so many people was like, "You're crazy," blah 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 blah, this and that. And I'm like, okay. And I was always waiting for that one to happen so I could shut the fucking people up.
But
But
you know how the Khabib army is. Like you can't if you say
yeah,
anything less than Khabib is God,
yeah,
you're accused of being a hater. So
yeah,
it's the level of devotion that his fans have and their complete inability to see anything other than
yeah.
supremacy on his part is kind of
Yeah, so I think that would have also just been a great fight,
oh hell yeah, it would have been great.
So that's one, from the that's just never gonna happen. So I might as well not put it on the wish list.
Right, right.
Um, and then what was the other stuff? Well, what about you? You got one fight?
Well, I'm trying to think of something that we never did get to see. Tony and Khabib, right, in their primes,
Yeah, in
right?
the prime. In the
In their
prime
primes. That's
is
the
a
whole
different
thing is that
star. Yeah,
it got to be so whatever. But in their primes, I mean, when Tony was on that like 6, 7 fight win streak and just killing it and
yeah.
everything,
I
that
wanted.
to
All
me,
of us wanted that one. That's like the one that got away. I mean,
right, right,
yeah.
right. Yeah. So that one I would have liked. Um, I'm trying to think. There was some. I feel like there was somebody I wanted to see Anderson fight that I never did get to see him fight. But like, I don't know if
Oh,
there
you
was.
know what I would like to see? I would like to see like Michael Venom Page versus like Wonder Boy. I would like to see you know, like these two. I would like to see a karate death match by one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're
Like
saying.
that would be so fucking fun. We've never seen the best of those guys. Like I put the three best of those is like Wonder Boy, Heyman Daniels, and fucking MVP. I would like to
Yeah.
see any one of those guys fight each other because the
Hmm.
Kahari or whatever the fuck MVP is doing something else that's not just Kahari. It's like some kind of kung fu based shit or whatever. But I would
Right.
love to see that kind of like MMA traditional martial art fucking showdown would be crazy to watch, you know? I would love to see that. I don't know if we're ever gonna see anything like that, but we never get to see those guys against the highest level of traditional martial arts striker
Right.
in MMA. We never get to see. It's always one of them against some hustler or a Muay Thai guy or whatever the fuck it is, but never those two style where it's like the gunslingers of like the hands down fucking. Oh, that would be exciting.
Well, and I will say, and everybody knows that we're very good friends. I also will say that I'm sad that I never got to see Gegard fight for a title in the UFC.
Yeah,
He was so good, and
true.
there were just some opportunities that just didn't get to go his way. That like
It,
that's a shame.
it bees like that sometimes. But hey,
Yeah,
look, he got the his back. Everybody loved that guy. You know,
yeah. He said his hands are healing up, so he's doing better and everything. So
nice. I'm
he had
glad.
surgery on them. So
We gotta have
are
him
there
on
any other
again
fights?
in the
Huh?
new year. That's on my wish list. We gotta have him on again on the new year. You know,
Yes,
because we had
yes.
fun with that guy.
Yeah, but Squid Ink agrees with you that MVP versus Wonder Boy would be so good.
Oh, it'd be so fucking exciting.
Yeah. Oh, well, now this one, Album Mix saying they wanted to see a rematch between Hanato and Chris Weidman, give Weidman a chance to redeem themselves. Album Mix, apparently, you have not seen episode number 21 of
Yeah.
Fistivities with special guest Chris Weidman.
Yeah, I mean, we
So
was buried the hatchet on that one, but you know,
we,
to be honest, if you're a Weidman fan, you know, he never got to get that one back. You know, I think for his money, he's better to let a sleeping dogs to die because you don't let me to hast, let me lay here in the sun and don't have
yeah,
to do
well,
a hip peak
anyway,
performance of that one.
Album Mix, they have actually we've had a come to Jesus show with those two, so you should look it up. It was pretty special, actually. It was a very special episode of Fistivities, if I'm honest.
It, if the money is high, we can talk
Tim
about that.
saying Wonder Boy would smoke MVP.
Don't be so fucking sure. Listen, I love Wonder
Yes,
Boy,
Album
but
Mix. Check it
do
out.
not be so sure
No,
of
MVP
that.
is good.
Don't
MVP
be
is
so
good.
sure because listen, they both have the same issue. A hustler can, you know, be a good enough hustler can fuck up the program, you know.
Hmm.
But when that's checking out of the equation, I mean, it would be like that would be insane to watch.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's no way I would say that. I put it as I don't know who the fuck would win that one, but I would never say like, oh, he would. Wonder Boy's gonna smoke MVP, and Wonder Boy would never say that either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Trust me.
So is there anything like any other bands, like any bands you wish were still together, or any actors you wish were still alive? I feel like for both of us, we wish Ray Liotta hadn't passed away.
Well, of course. I mean, my goodness, yeah, Haley Yoda,
Because
of course.
we love us some Ray Liotta, and to know that you're not going to get any new Ray Liotta content sucks.
Yeah, he definitely went too soon. In terms of bands that broke up, that is a tragedy.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it would be nice if Howard Plant and Jimmy Page could put their differences aside. You know, because I've said this before, but I've seen Howard Plant in concert, and it's
Me too.
basically like seeing in Led Zeppelin because they play the fucking good ones, and the band is shite, so
Right.
I wouldn't know the difference, you know. Except I've never got to hear what it's like to see Jimmy Page or see him up
Mhm.
there, so he's never a part of that program. So that would be interesting to see Jimmy Page, you know. And
I
is
swear I'm not making it up when I saw Jimmy Page wasn't Bonham's son on drums.
Oh no, when you see Hubbard Plant, Bonham's son is with them.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jason
So it's like
Bonham,
you
yeah,
get almost the whole thing, it's like
and he's
so
very
close.
fucking good. Now,
Oh, so good.
now I think Jean Paul Jones is still alive now.
I think.
I think so. But anyway, yeah. So you're never gonna get. Obviously, you're never gonna get Joan Bonham, but you're gonna get
Right.
Jason Bonham. But I would love
Jason.
to see Jimmy Page on there because that's my favorite hot group. You know.
Yeah, yeah. No, that would be incredible. I'm trying to think
Oh,
there was
and Steely Dan. I wish
yeah.
if Walter Becker didn't. I like Steely Dan. Listen, if Walter, fuck you. If
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Didn't know we had a
Frankly,
big Steely Dan stand over here.
I
Damn.
like
Wow.
Steely Dan. I have it chased.
Okay.
And
Peg, it will come back to you.
oh god, you're
Remember
gonna
when they
lose a
won
lot of.
like best metal record or something
No, that's
ridiculous?
Jeff Hochal.
Oh
You're
yeah.
out of your mind.
No, but
Um.
still, they won. Steely Dan won a record a couple of years ago. Like, I mean, record of the year, some craziness or whatever. They just
Oh,
never. I
you
just never.
you're shooting
They say
yourself
nice
on.
things about me too, though. Shit.
You're shooting yourself in the foot here. Or in the
Gonna
feet.
lose that big Steely Dan fan base, huh?
You know what? Steely Dan people in the comments, let you have it.
While they go look it up in their dad's record collection.
Oh well, you got one. You got one on your side. Some guy goes, the guy with the horseshoe or whatever
Omega,
says Steely Dan he
saying they suck.
sucks. You suck.
Whatever. Hey, how do we even get into Steely Dan for crying out loud?
Because Walter Becker passed away. God
Oh
have his
yeah,
fucking
okay.
soul.
Yeah, so I would have. I mean, I'm sad Chris Cornell is gone. I wish Jeff Buckley hadn't died. I wish
Well, why don't you
yeah.
use some of your Jamaican voodoo and bring some of that ones
Oh
back to
yeah,
life?
I'm
Put
bringing
hoots
back.
on that one. Um,
I wish Robin Williams hadn't died. I wish
okay, I wish everybody didn't die. Okay, so now what? I mean, how many people are gonna fucking say everybody who ever died? I wish that one's alive for caralho. Uh, I wish
I wish
Bill Cosby did that stuff. Um,
you know what? I'm trying to I wish they never stopped making that show Mad Men because I still love watching that
Never
on
mind,
repeat.
madman. What
I
about
wish
I wish Jean Benet Hamzy never died. Oh, okay, yeah. She's the most beautiful child ever.
yeah.
I mean, wish what's the chick
Dean
from
Dean
Star
said they wish
80?
Chester didn't die. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
who's that one? Chester
Chester from wasn't he
from
from
Frito Lay's
Limp
the Chester cheese
no, Limp
Cheetos.
Bizkit, isn't it?
Oh, Chester.
Um, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, so anyway, Hanato, I wanted to see if people had any questions. Um,
Hmm.
because otherwise, oh, wish list wise, I do want to know, is Avatar on your wish list? Are you going to go see that?
Man, I'm of true mind on this one because I enjoyed the first Avatar when I saw it, like the
Mhm.
spectacle in the 3D glasses. But as much as I enjoyed seeing it in the theater, I've never fucking seen it again, and I've never wanted to see it again. So that's one
Okay.
thing. And it's not like I'm against or whatever. I was just like, for some reason, I'm not hankering to see it. I feel like it's like a spectacle in the theater, but I don't know. Now,
Is
second
the
of
running
all.
is the running time part of it, knowing that it's
That don't
three
bother me.
hours?
I can watch a long movie. I don't care about that. If it's good, it's good. But the thing that bothers me is like I'm hearing all this excuse me. I'm hearing all this stuff about how it's like, holy shit, this one is even more evolutionary. God, are you when you see this gonna blow your fucking mind. And then I see the fucking commercial and it still look like fake stuff's happening. And I'm trying to make it great. I'm trying to make it like I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I never seen something like this. And I'm like, it looked like computer generated stuff flying around like a video game. You know what I mean? Like it looked nice, but it don't look real.
But you don't have to wear 3D. It's not 3D, right? This
No,
just
not whatever. But I'm just saying,
no.
like it don't
I'm
look.
asking. I'm asking because I'm saying
I have
maybe
no
we could
fucking clue.
go. We could see it if we see it somewhere like in IMAX 5K digital or something,
Yeah,
maybe then it looks amazing, you know?
fine. But then it starts to become like
It's gonna
you know how
cost
certain
$90, but
well, you know how like certain music is like I'm like, this sucks. And they're like, yeah, but you got to be on ecstasy. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yeah,
yeah, I
but like,
know.
if I was on ecstasy, like jazz, why not
Everything's
just
good.
listen to jazz or good hip
Exactly.
hop or something? Or wouldn't anything sound great? You know, like
Exactly. Exactly.
I have to take a drugs to,
To
or
make
this
it better,
music
yeah. That
sucks.
why isn't it just good? Right.
So I'm
Right.
like, if I gotta put 3D glasses on, I gotta put in 5K and I gotta do this and that. Maybe it's not the greatest fucking movie.
You know, I'm
Or
not trying.
I
I
don't
don't.
know.
I'm asking because yeah, I don't want to sit for 3 hours with 3D glasses on. I remember, like you
Yeah.
said, the same thing the first time going to see it, and it was like an event, back in the day, kind of, and it was a
Yeah.
big deal, and I did really enjoy it, and I have actually since watched it again though. When it's on
Okay.
TV, TNT watch. I do watch it. I think it's cool. I love how it looks. That tree is beautiful. All this stuff. I have watched it, more than once. So I am looking forward to this, but I do think that if we're going to do it, I want to go see it in like the right kind of theater with the right, digital viewing, and I
Here,
want to make it the biggest experience I can, in terms of like, because I do feel like, look, they took so long to make another one, and if
well,
James Cameron's doing all this stuff, then let me try to absorb it the best way possible.
here's the thing. I understand that, and it's true. And I'll probably end up going to see the fucking thing. Okay, but the one thing that's leaving, I'm trying. I'm on its side. I'm trying to make it great, and
Yeah,
I've been hearing this stuff for years. Oh, God, you don't know. They've been doing this stuff where he's trying these
right,
new cameras. This never been done before. Holy shit. Wait till you fucking see this. And then I see
right.
the commercial and it look exactly like the same
No,
last
it
one
is the
from
same.
fucking 30 years ago, whenever they made
Right.
it. And I
You're like, what
go,
is it? Nothing different.
I'm like, where's the stuff where it's like, I'm not gonna fucking believe
Right,
my
right,
eyes or
right.
whatever. It looked like the blue guys and they go like this, like,
Yeah, right. It looks the
and
same.
I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, fucking, okay, you know,
I
great.
hear you. I hear you. I hear you.
So listen, I hope I'm hung. I hope it's fucking knocked my socks off or whatever.
Uh, yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah.
Somehow when I
This
see
is
the
a cool.
mix, yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
When I see the mix of when you see heal people and you see how they move, and then you see those ones and they like, there's something a little bit off, you know? You're
Yeah.
like, okay, I know they're not in there with the fucking I don't know. It's like, it takes some of the excitement away that like, which is why like when I watch like these old 70s movies and stuff and you see
Mhm.
like a car fucking fly off a building or something, like somebody did that shit, you know what I mean? And then you hear it like, oh shit, you know what I mean? You're like, it make your stomach, because you're like, this is happening, you know? With this other stuff, it's
Yeah.
like a Xbox or it's like PS3. It's hard for
I
my
hear what you're
emotions
saying.
to
It just
kick
feels
in.
it hits different. It hits different.
Yeah.
It's different. Well, mixed martial anarchist is asking, what do each of us want for Christmas? Could be anything. $1 billion, world peace. Like, is there anything? Is there an actual thing that you want for Christmas? I don't really even know. Like,
I want a head hideout carbine action 200 shot Hange model air
200,
rifle.
shoot your eye out, kid. Yeah, I don't know that there's. I had this like one thing that I wanted. That was nice. It was a fancy little wallet type thing, but
A
I almost
fancy
bought it.
wallet.
Yeah, I almost bought it for myself, and then I didn't because uh, I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's a lot."
Yeah, you're
Costs a
gonna
lot of
want
money.
something to put in the wallet next or
Put it
whatever.
in the wallet exactly, so I
I'm
didn't
not
buy it.
giving you none of that stuff. It's gonna remind
Yeah,
you that, so you're gonna no,
yeah, and
no
I
wallet,
saw
no money.
what else? There were some books. I put some books on a wish list, and
Wow,
what
you're
else?
easy to shop for.
Yeah,
Um,
and I actually think I am pretty easy to shop for. I like stuff. I mean, I don't think I'm not. I don't think I'm that hard to please. Like I don't think so. I like nice. I mean, I like nice things, but it doesn't have to be anything crazy. I mean, look, I'm getting presents from one person this year, my mommy, and I guess two
oh,
people and my brother. So I'll get presents from my mommy and my brother, and
I
then
wouldn't
my
mind
kid will
getting a
probably
present.
hopefully draw me something cool for a present, and that's it. So,
Well, I could do without the drawings for the present,
well, my kid's a really good artist.
I
I
know that,
actually
but
want her to draw us a logo, like a logo of you and me, because she's really good.
Well, of all those presents, I mean, I would settle just for a present from your mommy. I mean, of all those ones that you talked about, so I'm easy, just that one.
You're not getting any presents from my mommy.
Uh, how bah humbug,
Yeah.
humbug. Um, yeah, what would I want presents? You know, just peace on earth and just health. Just
I mean,
health.
this
Wait,
person wants a Fistivities OnlyFans.
oh God, are you? Wouldn't you like that? Um, what else do I want? God, are you?
Actually, I thought of some. Oh, I'm going to need some new golf stuff because I'm going to start. I was actually looking up the other day, yesterday, golf vacation. So that was one of my, I know we're not getting into our resolutions or whatever like that, but that is something that I wanted to do was get my golf game up. I used to like to play and I haven't played in years. And I realized over the last year and a half that I need to be getting back to things that I like. And so
Yeah.
I'm going to golf again. And so I was looking up some things because I want to take like a golf vacation and do like a three-day intensive thing or something where I get back in the groove. And so there are going to be some new things. Like I need some new golf shoes, and I haven't.
Golf
I need to
shoes.
find some that I want, but that's like I need some stuff like that. So I need some new golf equipment. Like I have
Well, I'll get
my clubs and stuff, but I need some gear.
the one stuff I'll give you is a golf Daisy Dukes or whatever. You know what I mean? Or a golf skirt or something like that.
Sport,
Do
yeah.
they do that?
Of course,
Does
yeah.
golf
They
do
do
one of
the
the
golf
ones?
sports. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you
Now
that
it's like
one.
more about those like nice lightweight ripstop pants and things like that. And
Huh.
I do like to wear ridiculous stuff if I'm golfing. Like the louder the pattern, the better. I do like the golf clothes. I know it's like people kind of got more classy and streamlined, but I do like that
Yeah.
loud golf clothes. I think they're fun.
Well, oh, I'll do the one that's like a short skirt or whatever.
Yeah, okay. But
Do
I
they
do
have a
need golf.
golf? Do they have a high heel golf shoes? That would be nice if the spikes stick high in the ground.
High heel golf shoes.
Why not? The
You're
spikes
saying,
can help
oh
put
my
you into the
God.
ground and give you a
Oh,
good balance on there.
Jesus. Oh, God, that's hilarious.
I'll have you in
No,
the
let's do
high
your wish
heel.
list. No, it's so nothing. You can't.
Maybe
As
they're
long as
talking about me.
yeah, maybe. Because mine probably has a couple of jigsaw puzzles and books on it, like a nerd.
Oh, a jigsaw puzzle.
I don't even know. I actually still have a couple. I still have a couple I haven't done. So
I
I don't
want
think I
some
need
gift
to.
card. I want some gift card. I want some cash. I want some. Maybe what's the next video game systems? Tell me.
I know I still haven't gotten my PlayStation.
Maybe I'm gonna get whatever's the next one of that.
The
Maybe
next
I'm gonna
level one.
get some out of print books. Maybe I'm gonna get some gold jewelry, rings,
Do you need new
chains.
waterbed sheets?
No, but I do need some harbor sheets for when the women is yeah, for when it's turned into aging water. A harbor
Well,
sheets, yeah.
hey, not to. We're not getting as many questions, and we can start to wrap it up here. If there was anything else you needed to get to.
Why when we get into my wish list, we gotta hop it up.
I thought. Oh, I didn't know you were going. I thought you had said. Okay, what's on your wish list?
I want a hot dog. I want a hamburger. I want you get nothing and like uh what the fuck do I want? I want a lot of stuff. So everyone's coming to me, but huh?
Yeah, which
I
is, I
want
think
I,
some papers are going to get served
I
to you
want
this
child
week.
support to be abolished
I was just going to say, like, you want
in on a joint resolution that
in
the
child
Senate,
support.
and the House is gonna do a joint resolution. What they're gonna codify the no child support. So if child support is gonna get codified against that
Bruh,
one, yeah.
literally part of that thing today was interracial marriage. You realize that? Like, in some places, that still wasn't even legal.
Thank you.
Come
Thank you,
on,
my
bro.
God.
Come
Thanks to
on.
my God. Um,
Oh, jeez.
yeah, because I have to be allowed to have any one of the one I want. But wait a
Hey,
second. I don't care about the marriage one. No! I want them to abolish that one because if they want to marry me, I go, look, I wish I could. It's interracial. I can't do that one.
and you have birth certificates that give you up every different race. So no matter what, you can
Yeah.
produce one that's like, oh, I can't because
I'm
I'm
like, listen, I'm an Arab. Or I can be like, listen, I'm, whatever the fuck it is. I'm
Hey,
Trinidadian. Uh,
speaking of having one from every nation, who are you rooting for in the World Cup tomorrow? It's Morocco versus France, which I was actually thinking of going somewhere to watch that game because maybe there'd be some talent in the room.
maybe I'm gonna
But at this
say,
point, we know Argentina's going on to it, so we know there's going to be some talent watching that game if there's some
oh god,
Argentinian boys around town. That's cool.
Argentinian women is not too shabby either.
No,
Either.
they're beautiful. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna say Morocco only because I feel like they probably had less success in the history than
Not there's
France.
no probably about it. It's the first African
Yeah,
nation to make
so
it to the finals.
I mean, I like an underdog story. I don't have a dog in the fight
Mhm.
anymore. Um,
Right,
so
Brazil.
yeah,
Well, right.
fuck
It's like
it,
once Brazil
Morocco.
loses, then shouldn't you root for the people that beat Brazil? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it was either gonna be Brazil or it's gonna be fucking
But that was Croatia beat
or
Brazil,
it's gonna
right? Croatia
be
never lost. So
USA because I mean live here.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but now who gives a shit? Morocco, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I think Morocco is kind of it's a Cinderella story, right? If they can get through and beating Portugal and all this stuff, like they beating Spain, like they beat good teams.
yeah.
So there's a part that kind of feels like it's fun to root for those Cinderella stories.
Plus,
But France, the story of them maybe repeating is kind of cool, and they're fun. I watched the France England game the other day; it was a good game. I
listen,
got nothing against France, and
I got nothing
Mbappe's
against France
amazing.
either.
So
I got nothing against France either, but I feel like I can pass for like a Moroccan, so like I can
yeah,
I
you
can
could.
pretend. I
So
can
could I. When I
pretend.
went to Morocco,
Yeah.
people spoke to me in their native tongue, so I fit right in Morocco. I loved it. I would love to go back there. I saw my favorite sunset of all time that I've ever seen. I saw in Morocco. I even brought back some sand from there. I have some stuff from Morocco. So yes, but I just got back from Paris and I had a great time. So my heart is torn on that one. May the best team win.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, all right, okay. Well, all right. Well, Hanato, next week, here's the thing. I'm actually
Uh-oh.
traveling on Tuesday.
Well, pick a fine time to tell me now.
So we just maybe need to just do it earlier in the day.
No.
Or we could do it the day before. Or we take Christmas week off. We can discuss.
What do they want? Oh wait, did anybody ask us advice or whatever?
No, I don't think there was any relationship questions. Our people are all they're fine. Everybody's
Hmm,
got good relationships apparently.
I guess so.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hey, I'm not doing OnlyFans because I have a daughter. Paige doesn't have a daughter. I have a daughter. Nobody's trying to see this on OnlyFans, really. Like that's a whole thing. I'm not trying to do OnlyFans. Not gonna happen. Yeah.
Listen, at least
Thank you
I
for the
mean,
interest.
take it as a compliment that they want to
That's
see
what I'm saying.
that.
Thank you for the interest.
They're not these fucking people haven't said nothing about your Uncle Hanash having no OnlyFans,
Thank you for the interest. I did think about selling my pictures of my feet.
because no one ever gonna see. Well,
But that's the thing. So once you even start down that, it's a slippery slope because you start to do the feet things, and then you're like, well, guess what? The feet pictures that make more are the ones that show feet with a little bit of tits or a feet with a little bit of, you know what I mean? So then the
mm,
next thing you know, you're kind of playing that thing, and then at that point, you're like, yeah, why didn't you just do OnlyFans?
listen, trick or treat, smell my feet. I'm gonna do one where they can smell my feet from yeah.
And then the feet thing, I was like, okay, do you do it anonymously or do you actually say, hey, yo, no, these are
No, it
my
has to
feet?
be you because that's part of the
Then
allure. Like,
that'd be worth
like
more, I
oh
would think, right? But
yeah,
then
of course. If they're gonna
again,
go,
like I said,
it's her feet.
I have a kid, and then I'm like, so is that like, what am I doing? Like, what
So
kind of
your kid
example?
has feet too.
She has cute feet. Um,
Well, hey, don't tell them that. They're gonna want to see her fucking feet next. Um,
I didn't know if that
listen,
was weird to sell pictures of my feet or not.
listen. Well, of course it's fucking weird.
I don't love my feet look. I think they're not great. So
Oh God, are you? Oh, leave that out of the equation. Uh, my feet, my feet look perfect.
Dean says I'd be surprised at how many men would want to see them.
How many men want to see my feet, you guys?
Well, and that's what Dean you're
I'll
saying
give
about
you
with
half
Felice.
off for Black Friday, Light Skin Friday, or you can
Oh,
see
Light
part of
Skin
my
Friday.
feet.
Yeah, Felice did feet stuff, and then it escalated to OnlyFans. I guess I know she's very proud of the feet thing. She's done that
How
for
much,
years.
Karen Branch, how much do you think I could get?
Stop
Wait,
to
let's see.
saying I'm getting tips tonight because of my cleavage, but that I didn't know it was going to be that much.
Let
Look,
me
I
see.
like
Pull
letting
the
the girls out
cleavage.
to play a little. I'm not a
So
prude.
do
I'm
fucking
just
we.
saying.
And well, he's got a point. Now listen, how much you think I could get for, like, the hair? There's like maybe a hair on the big toe, just one, and they go boop, and I pluck it and put it in like a dime baggie or a nickel bag. Oh, you never know. Somebody might like that one. What do you even call that one?
I don't know. At any rate, folks, earlier in the show, if you joined us late, we did recaps of UFC 282. We also have a
Hmm.
Chidi's choice for Cannonier versus Strickland. And then we did a lot of discussing about favorite holiday movies and songs and things like that on our wish list. So, if you missed any part of this, you can go back and watch it, and you can download us. The audio version we make available on Apple Podcasts and on Amazon, on Stitcher, and on I always forget the other one, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. There you go.
Spotify. Yeah, that's important. A lot of people like that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and you can find me on Hanato_Laranja.
Yeah, I just need to, make sure. Yeah. Yeah, and you can find me on Twitter. It's Karyn Bryant, Karyn, Bryant as in Kobe, no relation, but may he rest in peace. That's also the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button because, like I said, next week, before the holidays, we may be doing this at a different time. So you want to get those notifications as to when we are on. What are you laughing at? What?
Somebody calls Uncle Hanach can do pull-ups upside down.
With your feet? Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. I should do that
Like,
just naked. You can see my Johnson upside down. Like you ever see those big fruit bat or whatever, and then you see his joint? You ever seen that picture? I mean that video where like I think it's in Australia or something. They're like, oh, look at him. Oh, he's beautiful, Mike. And he's just upside down and he's got a big joint and balls is hanging. And then the kid goes like that. It goes, I think he's naked or whatever. And then the dad is like, yeah, I think so. I think you hide about that, son.
or
Yeah.
like when the zebras are out, or the kid's like, "What's that?" You're like,
You're like, that's his Johnson.
"Oh, nature."
You're like, that's where
Okay,
babies came from.
yeah,
And
that's
then
so
you're
you
like,
can
that's where you came from. Your
you can make a
dad.
fist
Wait,
with your feet. Yes, you.
of course. Who the can't? Um,
All right. Well, listen, I do appreciate everybody stopping
who,
by, and I wish everybody really good holidays. And I was saying, Hanato, before you joined us, and I do mean this on a serious tip, though. And as you know, we've talked about this a lot. Not that as you know, but as you do know, yes, people get sad around the holidays too. It can be a time of great depression for people, and I just want to let people know they should reach out to friends and people, and don't let yourself get too down because people can get negative and kind of feed on the negative energy, and then you kind of go to bed one day sad, and then it feeds into the next day. So try to get outside, get some exercise, get some positive endorphins, pick up a phone, call, text somebody, watch our
do that.
ridiculous show.
Watch
Or
our
something.
stuff. Give us even more. Maybe since you're not gonna be needing it, give us some of your bank account or whatever before you, if you, and then if you like feet, your Uncle Hanach can put his big cho and then the other next cho into your mouth, and you go like that, and then we can take a pictures of that one.
Okay.
Peace on her. Mm-hmm. You go. You can do the little drum voice like, with my feet in your mouth. You go. There is a.
Hey, thank you for joining us, everybody. We really appreciate it. And again, last week's episode was Santiago Ponzinibbio, who was successful this weekend in his fight against Alex Morono. So you can go back and look at that. He talked all about that fight leading into it. So now that you know how that fight turned out, you can go back and check out what his mindset was going into it, because he was definitely fired up.
Feliz Navidad, Navidadio for him. He's going to have a nice Christmas now.
Feliz Navidad, com certeza. Yeah, okay. So anyway, thank you everybody for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thank you for all the donations. You guys are too kind. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. And yeah, we will we'll see you next one, right?
Yeah, we're gonna see you next year. Whenever the fuck we see you.
No, we'll see another one. We'll do another one before the end of the year, I think.
Oh God,
we'll see.
Okay, fine.
We'll let you know. Stay informed. Thank you for joining us, folks. We really appreciate it.
Oh, and Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and Black Nativity and even what's the pagan one?
Bye.
It's Satan. Crimbus Black Bah humbug. Fuck you.